Today we need to kill enough of their idiots to upgrade our civilization and kill even more idiots. And to start, we're simply going to build something that throws rocks at them, because they're stupid and they will continually walk into my rocks. Every once in a while, we'll send out our own caveman to kind of stall them right here. Every once in a while, they're going to get through and smack my base, but we'll send out another idiot to deflect. It costs $1,000 to build another turret spot, and that's what we're going to save up for, because if they can't get to me, we're going to be okay. I also have a volcano power should I get bored, and that will rain things down on them from the sky. That's obviously a pretty overpowered ability that would be well for any civilization. Their strategy is basically just keep sending things at us. They do have a singular turret, but they're sending all their money forward. They're really just sending them directly into a meat grinder. Now to level up to the next stage, we need 4,000 experience. We currently have 700. They'll stand no chance at all though with this strategy. We'll even send out a slingshot man once in a while to kind of get some range going. The slingshot actually has quite a bit of range on it, so it can hit them quite a ways away. But for now, we can go just like this. They'll throw all their idiots toward us. We'll kill them quite easily. Each of these clubmen only costs $15 too, so they're throwing all their money into nothing. All we've got to do is stall them right about here. Then my slingshot will do the rest of the work. My idiot is also pushing right into them. They're sending their first dinosaur riders. Alright, well, we'll send a guy out to kind of stall them. Okay, we'll send a few guys out to stall them. I need them to stall right here. We're also going to throw the volcano power down. That's hopefully going to destroy their dinosaurs. That was a very expensive mistake on their part. Okay, okay, my caveman just got annihilated by a dinosaur man, but that's okay. We're gonna let them get just a little closer. They're in range of my turret, so I'm gonna send out 2 meat shields and a slingshot thrower. That way they can start deflecting some of their damage. We also get a lot of money to kill their dinosaurs, so this is good. This is perfect. We'll stall them right there. They're taking tons of damage from the back end. And we'll just keep throwing people out to get destroyed. We also have the $1,000 we need for another turret spot, so we're gonna go ahead and add that in. And we need to send some more idiots out so that guy doesn't stab my base too many times. A $200 egg automatic would be a great turret. Whoops, they're getting close to my base. We could take a few stabs, so that's not the end of the world. I was reading the menu. They're not allowed to hit me when they're doing that. Okay, here's a $200 automatic egg launcher. Oh, that's much quicker, but they're now sending knights out to me because they evolved into a church. But their armored knights are no match for eggs. That egg launcher actually is quite strong, so we're going to see if we can put another egg automatic right there. Now it's a bunch of knights against a bunch of eggs, and the eggs are actually destroying them entirely. I don't need anything more than egg launchers. I can evolve my civilization to also churches though. Another turret spot is going to cost $3,000. And we have new turrets now. We have a $500 catapult, $750 fire catapult, and $1,000 oil. But I've got to say, this egg launcher is really doing work. The crossbow guys will get close enough to hit me though, so we need to make sure they stay way out here. But we're making a lot of money by murdering knights. Who knew that was such a lucrative business? Okay, we're going to sell the lower one, and we're going to replace that with a $750 fire catapult. It says fire catapult, so it's got to be good. We're going to leave maybe an egg launcher there for now because it's nice to whittle them down. The fire catapult also rains fire down on the ground. The direct hit hurts, but leaving fire in the ground does damage over time for them. And they're in armor, so they're basically boiled alive inside. Also, when the fire catapult hits something, it throws these shards up that hit other people too, so that's kind of a nice double effect. So they really do a lot of damage and light the ground on fire. So we've just got a lot of range. Swordmen only cost $50, so they're going to make a profit every time they kill someone. Okay, they're getting desperate, so they're sending in knights. They have called it on a stick in their defense. We're going to send a few knights out just to slow down their knight on a horse, but I'm pretty sure my turrets are going to destroy him before he gets a chance to get anywhere close to us. He's already getting low on health. He does do a lot of damage, but that did cost him $500, and we got $650 to kill him. Go, egg launcher, go! Maybe I should have just stuck with egg launchers. They're actually really powerful. They're getting desperate now. Look at all the idiots they're sending in. Okay, we're going to have to send out one to try and mitigate the crossbow damage. So far, so good. My idiotic strategy is working. I forgot about my special ability. Since they're sending out a few knights, we might have to unleash that. Oh, we're gonna make $1,300 from killing those knights. Okay, what does this ability even do? Oh, it rains arrows down from the sky. That's pretty handy. Oh, they evolved again. I guess we could probably also evolve too, though, so we have even better turrets suddenly. Cannons. Large cannon. Oh, we were gonna add a turret spot for 3,000 first. Then we'll add a cannon. We can't afford a cannon yet, but we will soon. Okay, we're gonna send our own swordmen to stab them in the stomach. Killing these guys will be nice and cheap, so we'll stab them away and we'll make, wow, tons of money. Okay, we can already basically add another cannon, and that's gonna start destroying them entirely. We still have an egg launcher. We're launching eggs at these guys. Come on, kill them. You can do it. Okay, there's our next cannon. That's gonna add a lot of firepower to us. Okay, we're gonna need to add a few swordsmen of our own though, because they're getting to our base, and that's not good. But we are now launching all sorts of things from our turrets now, and we can add another turret spot for 7,500, so it's gonna be a few minutes, but we're making so much money now. So we're gonna replace our egg launcher. We get money back from that too, so we can add another small cannon where the egg launcher used to be. That's a lot more damage again. Look, they can't even get close to us now. They're getting destroyed way out there. Even their riflemen won't get close to us because they get absolutely destroyed 100 feet out. There is what's called a large cannon for $3,000. But our defenses are so good. Like even these basic cannons and a catapult are enough to stop them dead. They're literally just throwing money away. They've added to their own defenses a little bit, but I'm not feeling very offensive right now. Okay, we're going to sell one of our turrets and we're going to add in our that one for 3,000. So now we got even more defense. They're not going to get anywhere close to us at this point. They're starting to bring in their cannoneers. These cost $1,000 each for them though. Okay, we're going to send out a few of ours just to make sure, because those probably hurt pretty bad if they do hit us. We'll let this guy absorb the force of a cannoneer. He just died. He gave us $1,300. So this guy's also going to get melted super quick. And that was $2,000 out of their war machine. So basically right now, all I've got to do is watch out for those guys and kill them when I see them. But I'm pretty sure I can sell the small cannon and get a $6,000 explosive cannon up top. So now I have one of every cannon. There's another one of these guys. So I'm going to send my dueler out. Not quite yet, but pretty soon, because I don't want him to get any damage on our base. Your sacrifice will be, well, we didn't even need this guy. Sorry, your sacrifice is for nothing then. You'll always be remembered, but not really. I do want a 4th turret spot though. I guess I could sell my little baby cannon and put in a larger one for now. Though we are almost at a new one. Well, we gotta send something out because we got a cannoneer right in our face. Oh, we can actually evolve to the next stage already. They already did because they're like in a modern military outfits. But I'm pretty sure even modern military outfits are not enough for a 40-pound cannonball launched at high speeds toward you. Those guys give me $2,000 each. So we could definitely add a turret spot. So now we have a single turret, a $9,000 rocket turret, $14,000 double turret. But we can just add a little turret for now just to help make sure they don't get anywhere close to us. But with the amount of money they're throwing toward us, we're going to take so much away. They're never going to get through our defenses. Look, we have a guy with a knife. This guy has like a fully automatic rifle. We're sending out a guy with a knife to stab him. Go, my friend, go. I forgot about special abilities so much, but I don't need them because my turrets are so strong. We do have a max amount of turrets, but I do kind of want to see this $14,000 double turret. So let's remove this baby cannon and put in a big boy cannon. Have they given up? They stopped throwing anything toward us at all. Okay, maybe they're just running out of money or reevaluating their strategy. Ooh, watch me be super petty. I'm going to launch an entire airstrike on this one guy just to show them how superior I am. And it's also going to hit that guy. Look how much money we're making. We're so rich now because we can already build, just about build another max level double turret. In fact, we now can. We still need to make 50% more entire experience to get to the next age, but I think as it is, we're okay. They're probably sitting here trying to save up some money for tanks or something. Okay, well, just to annoy them, hey, there we go. Now they're sending out some tanks. I'm just going to start sending out a knife man every once in a while. They're actually fairly expensive, but just to make sure they have to spawn stuff in revenge. We got a knife man against a tank. Wow, my turrets absolutely destroyed that tank. Or it was the knife man. Okay, this will be a proper one-on-one. No, it won't be. We're getting turreted by their base. But he took out 5% of the tank's health. Well, here comes our tanks. Our turrets are more than up to the task, but I might as well airstrike them just to assert dominance properly. Okay, that gave us so much experience. I think we can actually evolve again. Yep, we sure can. We're now a white alien race. With $100,000 ion ray turret, $40,000 laser cannon, $24,000. All right, well, what we can do is take care of the explosive cannon. That's going to go away, and then we're going to put in a $40,000 laser cannon. I don't think their tanks are going to be able to stand up to a laser cannon. There it goes. It's firing away, and yep, that's absolutely melting things. That's absolutely melting them too. I can't evolve anymore. I can't build any more turrets, so this is the max level. Okay, they're starting to send out their max level infantry. One last tank for an easy 10 grand for us, and then we're going to sit here melting these guys as much as we can. And so far, our turrets are more than up to the task of that. These are like weak turrets. These are level 3 turrets, and we're melting them, but I want my $100,000 ion ray. Also, I'm not really sure what the special ability. Okay, that's good to know. They're starting to get desperate. They're sending out a wave of those guys. But those guys themselves cost a lot. That's $5,000 each for those. Okay, we're going to sell our top turret because now we're going to put the $100,000 ion ray. So those blue bullets, wow, we can shoot them all the way across the map. Like, actually, we're hitting them way out here. So they're going to get no chance to get close to us. They've got one previous tier turret in their defense. But to be fair, I've sent no one towards them. It seems almost mean to do that now. Like if I send out one of these sword guys, like he's going to walk all the way to the base because he's got turret support behind him. My turret's even hitting them here. It was hitting the guy way over here. That's so unfair. Okay, so that's going to finish that guy off. They're getting a little bit of damage from that turret in return. But like, I think I actually hit their base with my turret. Something did damage there, and it wasn't me. The turrets, yeah, once the guy dies, the turrets actually keep going. Yeah, we're hitting them with their own turrets. That would be the ultimate humiliation for them if we actually straight up just killed them with our own turrets instead of actual soldiers. Okay, so the high angle shoots the bullets downwards, so they tend to go into the ground. So the next one needs to be the bottom one. So we're going to sell that. There's a $100,000 one of those, and that angle's going to be a little better. I bet those shots are going to go through further and hit the base a lot more. Yeah, it works. Look at their health go down. Like, I've got 2 max level turrets, and that's all I need to do to finish this. They even stopped stop sending units. Oh, they sent a tank in. They're getting desperate. And look at how fast their health goes down, though. $100,000 ion turrets absolutely destroy everything. That was 26,000 just for that, and we hit their base a little bit. Well, we could probably sell this turret because it's not hitting anything anymore. Nothing gets in its range. And then we're going to put down a $100,000 ion ray right here. 3 max level turrets and 1 semi-max level turret. And that's going to be enough to finish them off, I think, because half of our shots miss and hit their base. And they're really high damage, so it absolutely destroys them. They told me this game was a balance between defense and offense. But if I just put a bunch of defense down, it's actually enough to destroy their base. Like, I just won accidentally. I wasn't even trying to win. So let's do it all again, starting with very ugly cavemen. But I can't help but wonder if the turret thing is going to work again. We can make all sorts of different things. Let's try an egg rifle right away because we know the value of turrets at this point. And we can even upgrade it for $1,000 if we want to. I don't know how necessary that's going to be yet, but we can upgrade all sorts of things, I think including the turrets. Yeah, turret damage is only $300 to upgrade, and turret range too, so we'll give that a little extra space. And then yeah, so far it's absolutely going to destroy everyone. We'll throw a sacrifice out every once in a while just to make sure they don't actually make it to our base. But you know what? I don't think they're going to. I don't think they've got it in them. That wasn't me. Does that just automatically go off? I don't think that was me. We could also summon dinosaur riders for $200. I don't think that's necessary. We're just going to keep throwing out. Our egg launcher is going to work well. $1,000 and we can get another tower up there. So we can get one of these. Our rock slingshot is 2,300. We'll get another egg rifle for now because we know these are good. Just kidding. We can't afford that yet. We'll just get a mammoth catapult for now. As long as we have more things attacking, we'll be fine. Upgrades are pretty expensive moving forward. Dino hut. Income. Get more gold from all sources. I should have got this one right away. That's just a good investment in our future. We should always invest in our future. That's why I drink a lot of coffee. I gotta remember to upgrade this as soon as possible because the sooner we get that going, the better. We're also gonna take our infantry damage and armor. That means our little sacrificial moron can do just a little bit more for us. So now when we send this guy out, he'll be all the better. He's got a big club. He's gonna give this guy a bonk and we'll see the damage. 50, I think. Maybe that was a critical hit. Something did 50. It might have been one of my catapults. He's actually getting pretty strong there. He's able to knock a few out on his own. But nothing's getting through our turrets yet, so we're in pretty good shape. We can just sit back and relax for a little while. We're gonna rain down on these idiots one more time. That one might actually be able to get a single hit on us, but didn't look like they did. Okay, income's going up, another 1,100. Next one's 2,000, but that will pay for itself before long. Okay, they're sending out the dinosaur riders now, so we're gonna send out one single idiot that we can afford right now, because they actually have range from the dinosaur too. That's a little scary, but I think we'll take this one out pretty easily. They might get one hit on our base. I could live with that, but we need to watch out for them. We're also going to send some of our sacrifices out. They're also sending in the Spartans suddenly. They've upgraded to the Roman era. That's how humanity evolves. It goes from caveman to Romans. Oh, I think I can actually upgrade too. My button was flashing for I don't know how long. Same thing. They're throwing the pilums, whatever they are. They're throwing sticks at me. They're sticking into my head, but I'm a caveman, so I don't care. We'll send out a few of our own little Spartans to hopefully slow them down. And so far, that's working wonders. We could build another turret height for 3,000. I don't think we're there yet. Someone summoned lightning. They're pretty mad about stuff, so we're destroying everyone with that. My towers are still working very well, but for now, I want the income boost. $2,000. There we go. We now have a 30% boost. And we did it pretty early on, so we're definitely going to get a lot more money moving forward. They're getting desperate, so they're throwing a lot of Spartans at us. We'll just respond in kind by throwing a few of our own out there to hopefully deflect them a little bit. I wish you're in range of our towers. That's when we're at our best. But since they're really stacking up the idiots, we're going to send some lightning down on them. Then we're also going to increase our turret damage another 30%, which is actually huge. It would be nice to get more turrets, but we might have actually be able to replace one. If we sell that one for 750, we can get a guard for 2,000. Also, I realized there weren't any units coming at me because I threw them over there. I'm down to one turret right now, so this might not be a wise choice yet. But I'm pretty sure the egg launcher combined with like $300 of these guys will make us a pretty hearty profit. Yeah, so that's actually pretty good. And each time we kill one of them, I'm not sure how much money we're getting, but it seems ample. And they're just waiting to line up to step into range of my towers. Because these only cost 2,000, so there we go. We have a spear throwing idiot up top. And as soon as I can, I'll increase the range on them so they can attack a little bit further out. For now, it's not that bad. The new guy does 38, 26, something like that. And we're definitely going to send out a few meat shields. They're just simply going to stop them right there. I can't risk. That guy's running. I think he might be a more elite unit, but he got destroyed by towers. Most upgrades are getting pretty expensive already. But turret range is coming up pretty quick. That's going to give us an extra 10% range. And depending on the tower, that's probably going to be a lot. Oh, they got right to our doorstep. I didn't realize. Okay, well, you know what? You guys can have some lightning for a second. Then I can focus on the menu. Okay, turrets have lots of extra range. They've upgraded to Egyptians. Can I be an Egyptian yet? Nope, we're not quite there yet. I did panic spawn a bunch of guys so far that they'll actually make it pretty close to their base. That's it. Stab them, idiot. Actually, our units are pretty strong. I'm pretty sure those are their basic units, but because ours have basic upgrades, we're still stronger than them. At least I think so. I'm not really sure. We do have the $3,000 we need for a new turret, and for $2,000 we could build one. They have a bird shooting fireballs at us though, so we're gonna have trouble making it to their base, but that's not the point right now. I need all of these guys to get close enough to our base to get destroyed by towers. So once they're just a little bit more in range, we'll send a few of ours out, and that way they're just going to be supported fully by the towers and they hardly have to do any work themselves. They're also sending the question mark men and dogs at us. But this little guy costs $100 and he's done so much money for us. He would get salesman of the month if I could give it to him. For now, we're just going to go like this and send some of these meat shields into the way. We'll even throw a spear thrower behind to help because I'm worried about whatever that dog thing is. Just to get a little damage on it. Okay, he died fairly quickly. Our turrets are doing their job. Our turrets are really doing their job, so we could just sit here and relax. Okay, as soon as that guy dies, I'm pretty sure we'll have the 2,000 we need for one of these, so now we have 3 turrets. I'm pretty sure we can just sit way back here and not do anything. Our turrets are absolutely going to destroy them, so we could just sit here and make money without any real risk to us. That wasn't me, by the way. That was the enemy. I think they just spawned that down on basically nothing. I have no units on the board. So now's a good time to just sit back and relax and see what our next investment should be. I guess we could get more infantry damage and armor. Oh, what is this guy? Okay, we're going to send one of ours out because I don't know what that is. Oh, he just blocked that shot. Perfect. Okay, we're going for infantry damage just because infantry is really all we've been using so far. And he's just going to go out there like a glass cannon and hopefully destroy everyone. They're also going to be a bit of a meat shield too because I need them to absorb range damage. Oh, we can upgrade again. That also moved us to the desert, so we're Egyptian like our counterparts. So we can now summon Egyptian knife wielders who are going to do a lot of damage because they are quite upgraded. That should also mean more towers too, so maybe we could sell this antiquated tower and then we're going to summon Big Bird. I don't know what Big Bird is, but I want one. There's also donkeys. Get out there, donkey. Let's see what you can do. $400 got to be worth it. Oh, it's a chariot. I get it. Well, that's fine. These guys aren't upgraded at all, but I think they're pretty strong by default. So we're going to have a chariot versus chariot fight. They've probably upgraded theirs at least once because they're not stupid. Now, actually, maybe they haven't. Well, they're doing a little bit more damage sometimes, but then sometimes we are. Watch the question mark man get close. He's going to get absolutely destroyed. Same with the chariot rider, I think, but we're going to send one of ours out just to be sure because he's going to fire one off and we don't want it to hit our base. I'm pretty sure that guy's probably going to die to the giant wolf. That's fine. He actually did a lot of damage there. It wasn't a straight 1v1. He might have won that. And after killing a few of them, we're going to sell one of our old towers and get another Big Bird. We're pretty much going to win using the power of Big Bird. Like, look at this. They're just sending all of these guys at us now. That's super expensive for them and such money for us. Okay, that guy actually managed to take a lot of them out, and now the fireballs are going to destroy them. We need one little meat shield there to absorb that spear, and we're good to go. $3,000. They're sending bows and arrows out because they hit the, like, medieval era. I don't know what to call it. They have castles and stuff. They got furry-legged warriors. We're going to turn our turret damage up an extra 50% just because we can. And that's really mean because we already have, like, an unstoppable fortress. I don't think anything's going to get through to us for a little while. I didn't realize these big dog guys are only $200. But still, $100 is a much better investment for us. $100, this guy's going to make us like $4,000. He took a shot from here. Look at all the damage going out. Oh, they have wizards that are also in question mark form. This guy's 1v1ing a wizard and he's like a basic idiot with a knife and he actually won that. Yeah, each one of these guys is such a good investment right now. Can we evolve soon? I also forgot we have our god power. We're just raining fireballs from the pyramids. They just reskinned the volcano because those look vaguely like volcanoes. Look at this guy. I bet he also loves big birds. So this does 25 to 35 damage. Okay, that's fine by me. We got 3 big birds. That's going to cost 7,000 to get a bigger tower, but these guys don't have a ton of range, but they do a ton of damage, so nothing will get close. Okay, we're going to turn our turret range up another 10% as soon as we can. That shouldn't take too long to get because some of these towers obviously don't have a ton of range. They have massive amounts of damage, but their range is really important. Anything that gets close gets triple fireball. They don't penetrate, but they don't have to because they fire so quickly. And there's max level turret range, so the turrets are going to get an extra 10%, which will make a bit of a difference. We can hit them way out there now. We've still got to kill a fair few of them to upgrade to our next level, so we're not really advancing very quickly, but our turrets are sure strong. Maybe turrets give less experience just for this reason, because you're not really risking anything by doing this. You're just sort of sitting here. So we can send out a few of our infantrymen, but it's going to take a second for them to actually make it to where they can hit someone. Okay, we're going to 1v1 this guy, and they're actually, I think, going to win, even though this guy's a more advanced development. Even getting fired on also by an archer, he won that fight. Okay, let's give the infantry another 10% armor. That's got to help them out. We've somehow turned this into like a business. We're just looking for the maximum return on investment. Oh, we can evolve again. Perfect. We're now in the snowy wilds and there's castles. Oh, we can't summon our infantrymen yet. I think we need to $900. Yeah, we need that for the footmen. But now we can summon $100 footmen that are actually going to be quite strong because they have lots of upgrades. So let's see their damage go. Yeah, they're really strong. They're almost one-shotting the archers already. And they can absorb a lot of arrows. They do have some pretty fancy looking defenses, but ours are better because those are fully upgraded. We're hitting for like at least 50% more damage than them. I'm not going to worry to send out any more footmen right now. Our towers will take care of this. We don't need to spend $100 to make money. We can just make money just like that. Okay, we're going to sell one of our towers though for $1,000, and then we get a $3,000 metal catapult. 50 to 70 damage. Its fire rate isn't that quick, so I might also add a crossbow, but there's also a giant bird coming toward us. I'm going to send out an infantryman just to make sure, okay, we can even destroy those. So I might actually delete this 25 to 35 because the crossbow is 25 to 45 with a really big fire rate. And then we have a nice variety, arrows, fireballs, the works. And we're just stacking money up. Oh, they're on to the next. They've got guns, I think, with sticks on them because they're back to the churches, but they still can't get anywhere near us. Plus, killing these guys gets us a lot of money, so we can sit here and save up for a new turret. They are sending in some bomb things, so I'm gonna put a guy out just in case we have to absorb a hit or two. That's your job. Absorb cannonballs for me. That hardly even hurt this guy. Their armor's too strong. This one guy's actually like an unstoppable cyborg. He's probably gonna march pretty much all the way through, though that's an armored knight, so he might have something to say about that. But he did kill the cannon, and he's out damaging this guy by a lot. Pretty sure our towers are more than up to the defense. They've used their ultimate ability for reasons unbeknownst to myself. But we get another upgraded tower. Okay, they did manage to hit us with a singular cannonball just because my towers don't have the range. Yeah, I'm gonna, every time there's a cannon, I need to send out one idiot for $100 to absorb that damage. But then this guy's gonna go on a killing spree himself. They have some fancy black and gold cannons on their side, but our defenses are likely a lot better because we've got 4 different towers and they're all very upgraded. They're starting to send out knights on horses. Oh, I'm out of money now. Okay, bad timing. Oh, we destroyed them anyway. Okay, so this is like their super unit right now. And as soon as the cannons hit them, they're absolutely dead. Oh, we can evolve again. Good timing. So our $100 infantrymen are even stronger again. They themselves are probably actually going to do a lot of damage to them. We're definitely doing more damage. But we also need to find out what our new towers are. So 3,500 for a large cannon, 65 to 85 damage, and a really quick fire rate. So that's going to help us out. Not that we needed the help, because we're going to destroy their entire horse army. They saved up for like 4 years to do that, and we just destroyed them. Oh, there's a man with a minigun coming our way. Well, they're also getting destroyed instantly, but they're like a full thing ahead of us. That's okay. We'll make more money off these guys anyway. They're more valuable to kill, so we'll get way ahead with this. We're going to get another large cannon here, and then we're going to sell this one and get another large cannon here, and we're going to sell this one and get another large cannon here in just a minute. Then we can just rely on our very large cannons that have lots of range to destroy their modern warriors. These things are hitting for 140 damage. There's also a dog with a knife and a man with a also modern gun, but we're killing absolutely everyone when they get anywhere close to our base. Okay, these guys can actually hit me with something. He throws a grenade or something, but we're up to the task of repelling it naturally. We're fighting modern soldiers with pokey swords, but that's actually working pretty well because these guys are actually quite strong. They're also brought in a gunship, which is going to kill $100 worth of my unit, so I think we can make that sacrifice. Okay, they're bringing in the first tank, so we're just going to drop bombs on it and kill it right away as a giant insult to them. I didn't realize there was a fast forward button, so we could actually be grinding up some money nice and quick. I just want to send a unit out to make sure the tank doesn't shoot our base. Not sure if it would or not, but let's not risk it. There's another $3,000 just like that. The turrets actually do go through. Like if they shoot someone, the bullet does travel through them and hit the tank behind them or whatever happens to be behind them. We're making so much money by just killing their tanks like this. Yeah, that's it. Walk into the cannonballs. Good dummies. Okay, we're going to turn our infantry damage up again. That's going to add an extra 50% to them, which is kind of absurd. Eventually, like, I'm just going to have one guy like this who's just going to walk out and stab their base with one hit and they're going to die. He's already taken off almost half their health and he's got a sword. The machine guns behind are kind of a problem for them, obviously, because they just take a bunch of damage from all that. So we can add another 10% to their armor. Now they're max upgraded infantry units. So we could probably just spam these for the next 10 minutes and probably overrun them, really. Oh, they're onto the next area already, though. They have spider robots. All right, well, that's intimidating for me. Luckily for us, I don't think they're going to be able to do anything about that because if they get in range of our towers, they're dead. The funny thing is, they are having trouble getting in range because my lone musketeer is able to stop them so far. He's actually out damaging them by a lot. All right, well, they're fast enough. They are able to get to my base, so I'm going to have to counter them with some $100 idiots. Oh, look at all these things. All right, well, we're going to turn the speed up so we can save up some money and get to our next era. Okay, there we go. We've unlocked the next era. They just sent some laser waves at us, but we've now got basic riflemen that are going to probably destroy them. Nope, they're going to get destroyed by whatever that thing is. Well, actually, 2 of them was almost enough to defeat it, and our turrets will surely take him out. Okay, so even against this very advanced stuff, we're able to destroy it. We're going to find out what the next wave of cannon is. 4,500 double rocket launcher. Deal. You know, we'll put an order in for 2 of those. You know what? Let's make it 3. Then they're surely not getting anywhere close to us. 170 damage per shot. And then there's all 4 of them already because we're just really rich. Well, I'm assuming armored is the most expensive for a reason. It's probably the best. So we're going to upgrade our armored capabilities by quite a lot. And then we'll just let these guys walk into the meat grinder endlessly. But I guess at this point, they're probably just kind of saving up for upgrades because I don't think they can evolve anymore. So if they're making money, which they're probably actually not really because they're not killing any of my units. Okay, armor damage is going up. So my armored, as soon as I can afford a single one. Oh, we can actually evolve again already. I don't know why we were able to evolve so quickly that time, but I'll take it. $10,000 for our next armored thing. Builds a power coil. All right, well, we'll unlock that as soon as we can. For now, I think our defenses are up to the task of repelling these idiots. They are getting quicker, but we're making so much money that it's almost a joke. Okay, let's sell one of these. $5,000 for a heavy plasma cannon. Wow, what a range of, but they're very quick and probably attack very far away. Yep, that's going to work well. All right, there's another plasma cannon. We're going to sell that. There's 3 plasma cannons and 4 plasma cannons because we're able to sell the old ones for a lot of money. Okay, we're going to send in a few armored combat suits because these guys are fully upgraded on our side, and I mean, they're armored, so they're going to be super strong. Yeah, so far they're absorbing a lot of damage and really putting the hurt on these guys in a big way. This might actually be enough to just overpower them depending on how good their turrets are. Yeah, I think they might be in trouble here because we can just send these in right now because we just made all the investments early on. They're sending out armored in response, but I bet they're not as strong as ours, and they're probably running low on money because they've had less money to work with this entire time. Go, my idiots, go. Don't stop for anyone. I should probably be diversifying here a little bit. We'll get a few more of these and a few more armor going out. We're just going to have a non-stop assault on them. Though it would be nice to unlock the power coil. $5,000. Can you guys kill it? There we go. We've unlocked God's Wrath. Now we'll see if we can actually get to the point where we can get those. Wow, the defenses are actually really strong. So we're going to save up a little bit of money now to buy some of God's Wraths. I forgot to, I also have the powers, so we can just laser them. Not that we really need that, but just for funsies. So this one does an incredible amount of damage. He's going to one-shot everything. I'm not really sure if he's upgradable or not. Okay, we're going to send him out. We're going to send him lots of support with these little guys. Maybe should have put him behind, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to walk right through everyone. Yeah, that's a strong unit. And then there's a row of spider walkers behind him. I think we're at, maximum units on screen. He takes up the spot of 2, so there's 8 spider walkers behind him. But as soon as he touches their base, I think he's going to destroy. Yeah, this is going to be good for me. And that's probably already hitting their base. Yep, it sure is. So we just need a few of these big guys. Maybe even just this one, actually. He's absorbing all their turrets, and he's destroyed an entire civilization by himself. It's just that easy. This is what happens when you drop the Titanic from a height of 1 meter. It just gets a little wet, but no harm done. From 5 meters, it's likely to take a little bit more damage, but still survives somewhat intact. It even jumps right out of the water because it's so excited. Once it evens itself out, it'll probably still even drive. I would consider this survival, but we're going to escalate a little bit today. Dropping it from a much greater height means that it actually fully submerges once it hits the ground and splits entirely in half. I suspect this one's not going to keep driving along the top of the water, but we can find out. In fact, the engine doesn't turn on anymore, and it'll just make its way to the bottom. So therein lies the question, how high can we drop it from? Turns out we can put it really, really high up there. So when it falls from 1,000 meters above the ocean, this is what it does upon impact with the water. It completely disintegrates. Pretty sure that one's not going to go anywhere. Okay, this time we've added a little gravitational assist, and it blew up so hard on the water that the pieces are bouncing off the bottom of the ocean. We've actually turned the Titanic into particles, and it's only taken us a minute to do it. But we're definitely not done with this thing yet. We can even make our own waves. Little waves basically make no difference. Bigger waves are going to make somewhat of a difference. We're getting the bow a little bit wet. We basically just cleaned the Titanic. So let's try a little bit of a bigger, girthier wave and see how the ship likes that. That's getting the bow a lot wetter and is giving it a rinse all the way along. But I think ultimately it's actually maybe not going to survive this one as much as I thought. And I'm not really sure what's going on with this wave. It's just kind of hanging out here. The ship is still technically buoyant though. It's not sinking yet. That means we're going to have to do a little bit better with our waves. So we're going to put a big one on this side and we're going to put a big one on this side, and they'll hopefully hit the middle of the ship at the same time and make a big wave right in the center. While we're waiting, we'll see what either absolutely enormous tidal wave does to either end of the ship. Oh, maybe it's actually going to lift it right up out of the water. That would be fun. It kind of almost did. Okay, the ship didn't like that very much, and it's lifting the front end up. We did it. We cut the boat in half using only water. I doubt there was many survivors on that one. Well, there might have been, but within about 30 seconds there won't be because they're 100 meters underwater. Apparently this didn't get water filled, probably because it turned upside down, so that one's going back to the surface. Well, I've managed to distribute either half of the ship very far from each other. But since this one's not broken enough yet, we can give it a little bit of assist if we want and disintegrate it. It turns out you can turn up the speed of the waves. That's why the ship looks like it's going 1,000 miles an hour. So that means you can put this ship under a great deal of stress. If you make the waves even just a little bit bigger, the ship now looks like it's made out of jello. And to help it along with that, we'll add a few of our own little waves on top of the waves. It's like 3 levels of waves and it's breaking in half. I was hoping it would put up with a little bit more abuse than that, but it's a pretty old ship. It's interesting how it is breaking apart from the rear though. I'm not sure why there was so much stress, but I'm not going to ask questions. I think we've determined that the front half of the ship is a lot bigger than the last. I also didn't know you could make inverted waves, so that's gonna get fun. That thing's gonna submarine right under there and it's gonna be sunk forever. With everybody on board, we're also now doing a wheelie, so we never knew that Titanic could do tricks. Okay, I've gone ahead and spawned in a fresh ship that wasn't quite so broken. Now we can make some inverted waves. I don't know how big it's gonna let me make these, but presumably pretty big, so you can actually like do a huge gap in the water where the ship's gonna go flying right off. It still makes a wave in the center, but it's going to kind of plow through that, I think. I don't really know how hydrodynamics work, but it's enough to break the ship in half really, really hard. I really hope they build these a lot tougher these days, because this ship cannot put up with anything. But I've also just realized I can kind of use this to make an even bigger wave, because I can go all the way down like that, and once there's a bit of clearance in the way, we can go all the way up, and there's an enormous size tsunami. So this is already twice as big as what I thought the biggest was. The ship's just hanging out, there's no propulsion going on it right now, and oh, we might even get to hit a fish on this one. Okay, the ship's already breaking and hasn't even gotten to the wave yet. We're gonna have to rethink how we do this, but I've got an idea how to make that work. Even a fish are falling through the water. Ooh, I made it do a backflip though, so that's a first. Okay, here's how we do this. We do a big gap in the water somewhere way over here till it gets something like, I don't know, that far, and then we put the wave in, and then we just sort of place the ship, I think right here, somewhere in the water, hopefully. And then it's gonna get the full brunt of that wave while it's still floating and it didn't break before getting to it. We might want to turn the engines on. So we're turning into a submarine. We might make it up to the surface though. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna survive this. We tried our best, but that's what happens when the Titanic hits an enormous wave. This little guy is called an impact bomb. When you hit it with a hammer, it explodes. When you hit the regular ship with the hammer, it doesn't explode. So let's create what I like to call a chain reaction. I guess we're going to start with this hamburger style and see how this goes. I'm also going to do this while drinking a lot of coffee, so it's maybe not the straightest line in the world. But you know what? If you want straight lines, you've come to the wrong place. Basically, we've made a floating bomb. Now we just delicately need to tap one end, and off it goes. Why did it blow up from the middle? The front ones didn't even go off properly. I like the result, I'm just confused as to how we got there, but that's a pretty comprehensive destruction. But we're not done yet. I don't know why these didn't blow up properly. We're gonna try that again, but I've turned the bombs up to level 1000. I know what you're thinking.
You're exaggerating, you didn't turn them up to level 1000.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out for sure. We'll go ahead and hit the bomb, and the entire ship is gone except for the smokestacks. That actually sent the debris so far, like it's bouncing off the bottom of the ocean 40 miles away. So what about this one of those bombs turned up to 1000? Yeah, that absolutely destroys the entire center of the ship. There is also this handy slice tool where you can just kind of cut the ship apart a little bit. So I bet we can go like that and the ship will still run. It'll still move, it just maybe won't love it. Ooh, you know, we can actually start whittling it away to see how much of the ship we can remove and have it still run. This way will be more aerodynamic anyway. I've seen modern ships, they don't look anything like this. I feel like it's already moving a lot faster. You know, all this stuff up here, you don't even need any of that. That doesn't need to be on a boat. Okay, let's try and, we're gonna do this while the ship is moving, so it's kind of subject to the whims of the ocean, but if I go like that, is that okay? Yeah, that's okay-ish so far. I didn't quite cut through it properly because my sword isn't that good. That's probably a little bit user error, to be fair. Might have taken a little bit more off the front than I had to. Well, we're starting to take on some water there, but I think I proved you can actually remove 90% of the Titanic and have it still work as the Titanic. Even the rear half tends to work by itself. That kind of makes me wonder something. Like, it's still going by itself. I've removed like 95% of the Titanic and it still works. Maybe if we cut it sort of like that, that shape will keep it above water even better. As soon as we get rid of this little piece. Apparently that's where like the actual engine was housed because it finally died. So let's sort of try that again, but let's cut it maybe here. And then maybe that'll hold itself above water. Nope, you gotta remove the top half before you do that, otherwise it just turns into a submarine. That also somehow killed the engine, so I'm not really sure what happened there. We'll go ahead and call this a victory by cutting the whole thing into a bunch of pieces. I also have something called the swirl tool. So I think that means I can actually just sort of swirl the ship and maybe even leave it going straight up and down. Just a little more, we're almost there. Okay, it does not like that stress one little bit. I guess it is a rather long object. But that's also this tool at like basic power. I mean, it's pretty strong, I guess, to send a billion-ton ship swirling through the ocean. But I don't know, we could probably turn this tool up to 1000%. There's a lot of different tools that are very complicated, so I just turned a bunch of them up to level 1000, and apparently this still wasn't one of them. I mean, even as it is though, it's still pretty good. This might have actually been turned up. It is moving a lot quicker than it was before, and the ship didn't break apart yet, which is kind of interesting. It's just kind of an interesting game to mess around with. I've turned the simulation quality up by several times to make it a little more realistic, and then I accidentally placed a mountain in the way. But that's also good news, because who knew we could actually place a mountain in here? We can probably also try something fun here. I want to see if we can sort of make like a slope for the Titanic, so we can like slide it down the mountain and into the water to give it a proper launch. Don't worry, this is a well thought out idea. Probably gonna need to try and rotate it a little bit before it hits the ground. Or maybe we could just gently set it down and then it won't break. We'll help it along just a little bit, it'll be fine. No wonder it wasn't moving properly, the engine wasn't on. This kind of tells me we're gonna need a steeper slope. But I bet you've never seen the Titanic thrown down a 10,000 foot tall mountain before. Yeah, it's got a little ways to go, but it'll be fine by the time it gets there. Now it's picking up speed and absolutely disintegrating while it's at it. To be fair, it wasn't the straightest of mountains, so you might have been at a slight disadvantage. And there we go, the boat finally made it to the water. At which point it promptly sank, but it's still making its way down the mountain. That's so much fun. Okay, clearly the problem was the mountain wasn't steep enough, so we're gonna make it extra steep. So we have a much bigger, steeper mountain to work with now. But one of the other problems is that there's no water on the mountains. So we're gently gonna set that down there where it's not going to break too much. Okay, we have a repair tool so we can sort of put it back together a little bit. I just figured we could put the water inside the ship. Then we don't have to worry about it being in the ocean at all. It's got the water on board with it. At least in the front to make it a little front heavy to let it start going. I've got to repair it as we're going. Okay, this time I've got it under control. I've got the ship pre-rotated. That way it shouldn't have so much stress and we can put it directly on this slope. So if we put it maybe there, it's going to break in half immediately, but that's okay. We'll help its tail end down a little bit too. There we go. Now it'll make its way back to the water in a proper launch. Definitely would have been fun if we could put some water up here to let it go down. Because without the water, it doesn't really function as a ship anymore. It just kind of shreds itself into particles. At least so far. Maybe it'll pick up some proper smooth momentum by the bottom, but it's got a little ways to go. Really helps to put it into perspective that this is as big of a tsunami as I can make. That's absolutely like world destroying. And the mountain is that big. And then our ship is still making its way down to the bottom, but it's still going to be a minute. I tried something called the Thanos snap as the ship was getting close to the bottom, and it turned everything into dust again. So that's an easy way to destroy the ship. Not as exciting as some of the other methods. What happens if we drop the ship on top of the spike? Is it going to split it in half? Is it going to impale it? Is anything at all going to happen? It cuts rather cleanly through it. And then it's a race for both sides to hit the ocean. I think the left one's going to win on this one. And probably no survivors there either. So let's try that again, but let's add a little bit of downforce to it. That way it really splits in half and disintegrates and blew up into nothing when it hit the water. See, that's as destructive as a Thanos snap, but it's a lot more fun. Actually, I bet we could throw it side to side too. Go into the wall. There it goes. And from the other side with a little bit less force. This is still obviously going to be fairly damaging to the poor ship. But some of the parts survived. Can't say the same about the people on board though. They're probably out of luck. Did you know there's an antimatter bomb in the game? Because neither did I. I don't really know how to detonate that. I assume I have to maybe hit it with a hammer? I don't know what happened. Even the camera went crazy there. Wait, where's it going? Does it have to impact something to blow up? Oh, it's creating a black hole. It's pulling the ship down with it. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. Where are we going now? So you can only put the antimatter bomb on the ship itself. I'm not allowed to put it on fish or ground, but it will sit on top of the rocks once it gets going. So what if we just take a little slice of that? And then if we're able to grab it before it gets too far away, put it somewhere ridiculous, like way up there, slap the bomb to it up here, which actually works, and then give it a little smash. How far does that black hole go? It's affecting the ship already, and it's way down there. We're making it fly backwards. Oh, that thing even flies by itself. Wow, that's got a strong radius on it. Wow, okay. Then it disintegrates itself. That's also a super fun way of destroying the ship. Okay, this time I think I want a slightly bigger slice. And then we're going to keep flicking this thing up to the top of Mount Olympus. Then we can put the bomb away up here. And that's going to be a bit experimental because that's a long ways from our boat. I don't know if it's got that kind of reach on it. We can't even see the bomb anymore. It's actually affecting the ship. Not very strongly, but it is actually pulling it in from way up there. Oh, it's going to crunch the ship. Okay, it still did the ship in pretty bad. Why are the sharks not affected by anti-gravity bombs? You can also do multiples of these. I don't think that's going to do very good things for the ship, but that does give me another fun idea. For now, we'll just let all these go and kind of create their own little black holes at their own vortexes. Okay, great. We made our own black hole. Okay, so if we make one of these here, and then we go, yeah, like that, and then make another wall on that side. We got to make strong walls on either side of this. And then roughly an equal distance away, we're going to do sort of the same thing, except not screw it up. Then we just need a few itty bitty pieces of this ship. And then we got to place them up there very carefully. And then we have 2 antimatter bombs on either side of the ship, if we see where this is going. We're going to have a little tug of war using a Titanic. So activate 1, activate 2. They'll start pulling the Titanic either direction pretty shortly, and we'll see which one's stronger. If either of them. Oh, the right one's winning slightly, but it was activated first. Are they going to fight each other? Oh, that one's getting sucked towards the left one. I think we have a pretty clear winner here. It was the one on the right. So say we do that same thing, but on land. This time I'm going to activate the left one first because it's a little farther away, and I'm going to do them fairly together. The ship did have some cracks already in it, so maybe this won't actually affect it as much if it's on land. Nope, there it goes. Oh, they're fighting properly over it now. And the left one I think is probably going to win. It sure did. And we're going back to the right now. Next, I want to see what happens if we turn the waves naturally up to their maximum setting. So they have really big ups and downs. They're not moving any faster, but they do have big swells up and down. So let's see how a regular Titanic holds up against an enormously changing sea. Well, it's underwater. Now it's halfway out of the water. Now it's flying. Now it's halfway into the water. Now it's really flying. Oh, that's not going to be good for it at all. It's going to hit the ground. That's kind of cinematic, though. And it's back out of the water again. All right, well, it very clearly can't handle maximum waves, but we can still turn the speed up a lot for how quick those waves go. All right, so let's put in a fresh ship, and it's going to deal with the dancing waves that are probably just going to beat it up right where it sits. That's kind of neat. Yeah, that pretty much disintegrated the thing in an instant anyways. Actually, what about if we just have the Titanic moving along under its own force and we ram it straight into a wall? Pretty sure it's already going max speed, at least as max as we can go under normal circumstances. And it's kind of like an iceberg, but more solid because this one's attached to the ground and made of rock. And yep, that actually folded it pretty good. And now the rear end, also giving a good smash. Perfect. I found a setting for something called ultraviolet mode. I'm not entirely sure what that does, but we can find out if it makes a difference when this thing runs headfirst into a mountain at full speed. Is this going to be ultraviolet or regular violent? So far that was mostly just regular violent. Still pretty fun, but we can do better. Okay, a few more changes. We made the fish a little bigger. That one can even fly. But I turned the power of the ship up by quite a lot. So that thing's really going to get moving now, and we're probably going to see the difference once it's done flooding itself. Oh, it actually killed its own engine because it flooded itself so quickly. But it still hit the wall with a very violent reaction. Okay, so a few adjustments, but I think we're onto a good thing here. Okay, I've left the ship at full speed, but I also turned the toughness of the ship up. At least I think I did, so we'll see what happens here. Oh, interesting. It bends like a banana now. I don't know what I just did, but I'm going to enjoy this a lot. It just stuck to the wall. Like, I'm not actually doing anything to it. It did this to itself. I was going to adjust the terrain and go like that, but it's... we made it fly. It's just flying now for some reason. I just made it really quick and really tough, and now it's flying. Now it's going upwards. Sure, we'll just let it go on this little journey and see where it winds up. It's... okay, I don't know what's happening. Oh, it's coming back down now. It just had some like residual force that sent it upwards. Oh, never mind. It's going back into the sky. I don't know what it's doing anymore. Wait, it's coming down. And that might waterlog it in. There goes its flying adventure. All right, well, down to the bottom it goes, where it will remain forever, the mystery ship. I just kind of want to try this again at full speed with its super rigidity, because once it gets going actually full speed, I then want to smack it into a wall. It's so quick, it actually does. It's like planing just above the water like a hydrofoil. So we'll put something in its way to stop it a little bit, and that killed the ship. Well, actually, the engine's still running. It didn't entirely kill it. Everyone on board is dead, but the ship itself, still not bad. Okay, I'm going to borrow a few pieces of the ship again, and then we're going to put a few antimatter bombs on and give those a little smash to see if we can turn the ship into spaghetti in a proper way. Given the strength of these things, I am a little bit curious to see what exactly they're going to do. The one on the right obviously triggered first, so it's obviously a little bit stronger, but it's got a metal banana to deal with. It pulled it right through the wall, and now it's crunching it up against the wall, and that's got to be under a lot of force. It phased it through the wall. It was so strong it defied the rules of physics. The ship's a lot more fun when it's tough. So what about a bomb just sort of there? That's hopefully going to turn this jello-y thing into some kind of jello-y spaghettification. It's slowly folding. The ship doesn't know what to do with itself because it's trying to pull itself inwards. And there we go. We've turned the Titanic into some kind of monstrosity that's now flying again. That one works really, really well. All right, well, since the ship is again super tough, let's take it to the top of the mountain and try it again. And this is a really big mountain that puts the other mountains to shame. If you don't believe me, we can try and zoom out, but like it's actually hard to zoom out enough to properly see this. Wait, there we go. We're allowed to a little bit here, but now the ship's over there. Well, there we go. You'll get the idea. What happened to the ship? Where'd the back end of it go? Oh, maybe I put it off the edge of the map. That might actually eat it. Anyway, we don't need a rear end of a ship where we're going. We need to get this jello thing down the mountain, and hopefully by the time it's near the bottom, it's going light speed. We can give it a little bit of a push forward. The mountain will get steeper. Maybe we should have turned friction down a little bit. Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere a little bit. We're going to start working our way down the mountain. It does get stuck on these jaggedy edges, so we'll give it a little bit of a push again to get it going. I'm not the smoothest mountain drawer, so we're going to run into these hiccups here and there. Like, I don't think it's going to love this particular little spike, and it's headed right for it, nose heavy. Alright, well, let's give it a little more push, and then it's going to head downhill in a hurry. It started its wiggle, so that's a good sign. Okay, get going. Faster. There we go. That's more... Oh, we're going to hit a spike again. And we still got a long ways down to go. But it will make it to the water in one piece, even with us helping it along gingerly in some points. And there we go. That'll still float. It's just ergonomic. And perhaps made for... going under the water rather than across it. Does the engine still work? Yeah, the engine still works perfectly fine. The ship itself doesn't, though. It's now going to spin in circles because gravity doesn't exist anymore. Sure. Okay, I've made the ship so powerful at this point it actually flies through the air. I turned friction down, I turned engines up. I was trying to take it to the top of the mountain under control of its engines, but it won't go down the mountain anymore because it just flies away instead. So I think I pretty thoroughly ruined the world. Okay, well, what happens when the tough ship hits the water at those speeds? It still disintegrates and bounces back into the moon. Alright, well, we've got some fun ideas to accomplish with this one still, but there's a lot of potential here. When the Grim Reaper tells you to water a plant, you do it. Turns out it was a tentacle the entire time. It's already leveled up, so we're gonna keep watering. And it didn't take long to level up again, and now it's got a mouth. And we can spend $1 to unlock the slime, which we feed to the plant. This idiot doesn't have eyes, so we need to tell it where the slime is. Then it's going to try and eat the slime, and it's probably going to be successful. So we're no longer watering a plant, we're feeding a plant. So we drop a slime, then we tell the plant where the slime is, and it eats it. The higher our level goes, the more interesting things we can feed our plant. And our plant itself can get a lot better. For now, we're just going to load up with a whole bunch of slimes. We're 2/3 of the way to level 4, and then we're going to gorge. And we leveled up again. Upgrading the stem makes it eat faster. Upgrading the head makes it eat bigger things. Or more things at the same time. I'm not really sure. I'm just enjoying feeding things to my plant. And every once in a while, it spits out coins. At level 5, I've unlocked something new to feed it. $70 for a goblin. I think I could agree with this. He's going to show up, and then he's going to get in the plant as soon as he gets a little bit closer. Don't be shy. There we go. He's within range, and we've eaten a goblin. They give 3 times the experience of the slime, so we're going to spawn in a whole bunch of these. And then I've also got a quest to eat 10 slimes, so we'll also spawn in 10 slimes, but we can spawn in multiple things now that we have multiple options. Let's also make our head bigger, then we can eat multiple things at once. 2 at once, I don't care if it's a goblin, I don't care if it's a slime, get in my mouth. Apparently it's dance time. I have no idea what that was, but we got a lot of drops because of it, so we won't ask questions, we'll just keep putting things in our mouth. 20 goblins with no time limit. I put tougher things in my mouth. We're going to do 3 things at a time now and a little bit quicker because we don't have time to wait. So potentially now we can get 3 things in our mouth if we have 3 things to eat. Look at all these things to put in our mouth. It's like a party. So in saying that, we're going to make it so we can put more things in our mouth quicker because we're about to get a lot of coins anyway, so we can really start taking big bites of these idiots. Oh, look how big it is now. We leveled up again. 4 things at a time. We're a monster plant. We might have a little bit longer reach because of it. Oh, and we've unlocked a lost farmer. Well, once we eat enough things we will have, we need more more money. I just really want to put some farmers in my mouth, so hopefully we've spawned enough stuff to make that happen. We're gonna start taking big bites, 5 idiots at a time. Get in there. Okay, we got another dance time. Still not sure how or why that happens, but we're gonna take all that money. We have enough for farmers, and we've leveled up again. Okay, we've unlocked the farmers. Now I can spawn in 3 things at a time, so we'll make money faster than ever before. There's our first farmer. Look at all these things to eat. And we only have a few more farmers to eat before our quest is done. Then we get a new one, and 25 goblins. We probably got 25 on the board anyway. I love when the game's just about putting things in your mouth. And we have some kind of surge ability that just makes us even stronger for a little while. And we've leveled up again, and I think unlocked something new. Oh, we can summon prey from a different world. That's what that was. Okay, we're getting samurais and monks and stuff. Then it's dance time. I'm having a little bit of trouble following the story, but it's a game about putting people in our mouth, so, you know. Then I can spend Darkstone to do things like this. I think they're going to pick up coins for me automatically. Skeletons can be unlocked. We'll put those in our mouth too. Gotta try and keep up on everything I'm doing, so we're going to upgrade mostly the speed. Spawning things is going to get quicker now because I can do basically 4 at a time. Okay, I have this baby red dragon as a pet. It's going to pick up things for me. Wait, do the people wander off the map after enough time? I didn't realize that. Okay, so I've got to spawn less in and eat them quicker. Got it. I thought they stayed on the map and piled up forever because I wasn't paying attention. That's okay. Now we're more efficient. Well, that's no problem at all. We're going to need a lot of different things no matter what we do today. I hit level 12, so I now have a sticky pitcher. Pretty sure that this traps prey right below me so that they can't get away. And it'll make them easier to bite because all I gotta do is bite here now and everyone's stuck. Yeah, that's gonna work a lot better. Everything will get stuck right there and all I gotta do is bite one single spot now. I've turned on 5 minutes of auto generation, so that's gonna work out a lot better. Now I just gotta sit here and focus on eating. This is so much easier. I should just do it this way all the time. I've almost got my farmer quest done. I just need to put a few more farmers in my mouth. And another level up. Ooh, we've unlocked Wanderer Mercenary for 600. Or we will soon as we actually get $600 to spend. But for now, I'm keeping up with eating. We're putting things in our mouth faster than we can spawn them. I still would like a faster and longer reach. But I guess for now, as long as I'm putting things inside my mouth, I'm happy. We've also unlocked the new wandering guy who's now saying something. I was told to find something here. Yeah, get it in my mouth. And they're worth just a lot of money and experience. They get 9 times the experience of the basic idiots. And look at all the idiots piling up when I'm not paying attention. I gotta remember to keep eating these. But we're pretty clearly due for an upgrade. I need more things in my mouth. I need quicker and I need more things in my mouth again because there's a lot of idiots piling up. I can get 8 at a time now. I wonder where that maxes out. Like, what is the biggest amount of things you can fit in your mouth? There is also a spell I can use that makes a plant eat by itself. So now I don't really have to do anything except click on coins when there's a dance time going on. But I like this spell because now the plant's going to work by itself and they're even going to spawn by themselves, so I can just sit and watch for a couple minutes. So we're definitely going to need a bigger, better plant now. I will upgrade the sticky thing one more time, but mostly I just want to fit more things in my mouth at once. Then we don't get pile-ups like this. We're almost level 16. A couple more bites and we're there. That means we can unlock zombies. They cost $1,600 though, so it's going to be a second. Unless I find a treasure chest on the ground, at which point we have $4,500 and we've already unlocked the zombies. Then it's quickly time for another dance party, which makes us even richer, which means more upgrades for us. Okay, I want faster plants, so we're going to upgrade its speed up to level 15. Now we can really lunge down in a hurry and eat these, that way they don't get away. And we've hit level 17. And I can even upgrade the skill that we use where it makes the plant auto-eat, so that's going to be even better because I think it's going to last longer. 10 things at a time is pretty good. We seem to be keeping up with it as fast as we can spawn, but as we get higher levels, we'll spawn even more things in. And I need to remember that the taxman shows up every 10 minutes. Next time it's going to take $900, which sounds like a lot, but we're actually making pretty good money. Thanks to all the things we're putting in our mouth. Everything is getting more expensive though. These aren't super expensive yet, but they're not going to get any cheaper. I don't know why I upgraded that one. I just like the thought of putting more things in my mouth. If we can get up to 12 in there at a time now. And we've hit level 19, so that means I also get a tongue. Catching prey is easier with stronger adhesion, catching things from further away. So now we can pull things from way out over there, and he occasionally will, but instead of doing that, we just want to get a whole mass of people in our mouth. And I'm going to go ahead and use a spell where we summon things from another world for a second. And I've also unlocked a protection spell, I think because of what we just spawned in, because they'll attack me. Okay, we're going to give that a try, and that's going to protect us while we're putting the entire world in our mouth. There's 13 things at a time. Things are moving along so quickly now. There's just so many things to put in our mouth at any one time. It's hard to know where to bite. I just decided to activate all of my spells all at once, just kind of to see what would happen. We're going to spawn in all sorts of things and eat all sorts of things and make all sorts of money. We're also eating prisoners and aliens with machine guns. I don't know what to make of this, but I approve. There's a giant treasure chest at the base of my plant. We got another easy level up. I've saved up enough money that we're also spawning in magicians now, and I need to turn my abilities back on. That way the plant is nice and safe, but eating so many things at a time Look at how many things there are to eat. I don't even know what I'm putting in my mouth anymore. Okay, we just ate 15 things at a time, and I guess we got a dance party again. I could do without these. I just want to put more things in my mouth. That really quickly gave us a level up and a chest on the ground again. Look at how much money we're making. The magicians give us 1.5 experience. The gargoyles are going to give us 1.8. And I think we got another sticky pitcher. So that means we'll get even more idiots stuck to the base of us, which means even easier eating. I'm actually going to have to upgrade my plant pretty soon to fit even more things in my mouth at a time, because the idiots are piling up. And we saved up enough to unlock the gargoyles finally. $4,500 for a single idiot. I mean, they'll pay for themselves after a while. They come in flying too. That's going to be so annoying for the poor plant to eat. So in saying that, we'll just activate all of our abilities, and then we're just having a free-for-all of food. We got to level up really quickly because we have double experience and a lot of things to put in our mouth. I really need to remember to finish some of these challenges because they're actually worth a lot. Like this one will get 1,000 gold. And all I gotta do is eat the gargoyles. They just fly around like idiots, so they're easy to see. And for the first time ever, I couldn't fit everything in my mouth, so we've got to upgrade our mouth size. Oh, that only cost 680. I thought that would be more. There was 17 things in my mouth all at once. This plant's starting to get pretty strong. He can put all these things in his mouth all at once. Money's definitely getting harder though. Experience seems easy. We're about to level up again, but thanks to this ultimate production. Well, we leveled up, but we didn't get anything for it. Oh, never mind. We can get a novice priest who's probably really expensive. There is something really satisfying about when I get a big horde of idiots right below me and putting them all in at once. And I do have $7,200, so we're going to get us a priest that leaves us $2,000 left over. I need to remember the tax man. And I'm going to need healing spells now, apparently, because I've got some kind of curse, so we need to use a healing spell to counteract that. So I kind of wish I didn't get the priest or whatever is causing that. But the priest is worth a massive 2.5 experience. And they'll probably drop lots of good stuff. Look at all the idiots spawning in now. We take giant bites out of these. 21 at once. Which obviously leveled us up super quick, but I feel like it's going to be a few levels before we get anything new. I feel like at any one time I look at my money now and I got thousands of dollars, which is a really great place to be, because that means we can unlock stuff all the quicker. If we eat 40 of these guys, we're going to get $1,600. We've also unlocked a cylinder that apparently attracts idiots to it, so they'll all go to that and get stuck, and that's an easy thing to bite. Oh, and it just automatically digests idiots. So they wander in and we just automatically eat them, so that's super helpful. So in theory, we don't actually have to do anything anymore. People will just wander in there occasionally and die. I like how fast things do spawn in now, especially if we click on this, we'll make so much money. Then I just bite anywhere and I'm putting tons of things in my mouth at any one time without even trying. And look at this farmer, he's about to go in there, isn't he? Nope, he was too smart for that. Well, we'll just go ahead and eat him directly then. It's a faster death, but it still gets us what we need. Eating the priest is slower than I thought. We still need to eat another 24. The quests are helpful, but they're not going to be our main source of money, that's for sure. And we've leveled up again, we're now 33. And we've unlocked the orcs for $6,000. Those give a colossal 5 experience. And then I've activated all of my spells and everything all at once, so we're definitely going to be eating a lot of things. 12 in our mouth all at once. The plant is on auto attack, but it's fun just to manually take over, and 11. Plus we're about to level up with one more good bite. This will be a good one. There were 17 all at once. Sometimes it's nice to just sit back and let the plant do all the work and just consume everything all by itself. We're up to $7,200 and I haven't done anything lately. A few minutes later we have $30,000, so first we're going to unlock the petty thief for $7,500. They give 7 experience and all sorts of drops. But then I'm going to upgrade my tongue a little bit, also the sticky pitcher, maybe the head just a few more times, and then I just want speed. I want this thing to attack as quickly as possible. Then we're gonna activate all of our skills again. Then we're really making a lot of stuff. There's even an alien over there. I very quickly put him in my mouth. There's so many things we still haven't seen. We're leveling up super quick now. And because of all that, we've unlocked a leaf. The leaf is going to block some attacks. I'm not really sure what the attacks have been doing to us. I haven't been paying any attention to that because I've just been putting people in my mouth endlessly. Up to 25 of them at a time. With all the enemies we can spawn, it really doesn't take long to summon up a massive horde of them and put them all into my mouth. And that's without even activating any of the other abilities, which can spawn in even more stuff. Which just gets more and more fun as time goes on. The plant gets better and idiots get more bountiful. We gotta wait for level 41 to unlock the next idiot. They have axes. But we just hit level 40, so we're in good shape for that. And now with everything going on, let's do the mega boost again. So we got all of our skills going and supercharged, and we're already 2/3 of the way to level 41. Wow, we're almost there. I never realized how much experience that actually gives you. But not before a dance time, because we need that little bit of gold it gives us. I can't even imagine what these guys are gonna cost. Why are they only 200 darkstone? I don't have that much of that. I don't have anywhere close to that much. Do they all get expensive using that stuff? I need that stuff to auto-eat because I want to be lazy. I mean, in theory, if I hadn't used all of my skills again and again over this entire thing, we'd probably have enough, but I like using these because then I can just go like this and watch him eat stuff without my input. Maybe I should upgrade the sticky thing. That is pretty satisfying when they all pile up down there, and I've leveled up again already. I guess when you eat 16 things at a time, it makes sense, especially when some of them are really high level. Okay, sticky thing, we're going to level up that far. The other one, we're going to level up a few times too. It's all really, really expensive no matter what we do and upgrade. There we go. Now we're getting more idiots caught up. There's 21. We didn't even get a proper bite. Let's try that. There's 16 again. Maybe 16's the max we can eat. I was sure we were much higher by now, but maybe not. Let's try a big bite down here. We can do it. Come on. 23. There we go. That felt better. The thieves are really hard to eat. I only have to eat 26, but they're really slow to spawn in. They probably also hang out on the edge where I don't really notice them as much. Although it looks like one of them did get caught in the pitcher. You think they'd learn, but they're kind of stupid. Alright, so let's go a little bit more on the sticky pitcher, both of them. That way we're sure to get a lot getting caught right here. We gotta take some big bites. You know, while we're at it, maybe we can try and get our mouth bigger. Well, at least one more bigger. And then as they're all spawning and getting stuck, the plant's going to devour them by itself. We don't even need to help anymore. 16 seems to be the magic number though. We continually eat 16 at a time, and that's a lot of experience and just a lot of good old-fashioned fun. But we are still eating them faster than they can spawn in at this point, so we're doing something right. But let's sit back and relax and let this thing run for like a year and a half. Then we'll come back and see what kind of monstrosity we have. For now, I'm pretty happy with the result. We got a plant that can eat things faster than they can spawn in. Wheels go on car. And then we send it straight to the moon, or through a pile of boxes and up the ramp. But that's okay because this is where we start upgrading things once, twice. No need to mess with the design, it's absolutely perfect. What happens if we send it completely sideways? It goes off the track and he's lost forever. But are these basic upgrades enough to get us to the goal? It looks like they are. There's also something floating in the background, but that's perhaps a problem for another day. And we have a floating helicopter box that has given us a helicopter box. So now we can slap this onto the front for a little more engine power. So I assume we're going to be able to go much further already. We have some fuel we can also use, and we made it to the top. That was easy, and we get more parts. Pretty soon we're going to build something absolutely legendary. So what happens if we try this without putting the wings on? Are we still going to succeed? I feel like wings are overrated when it comes to flying. Maybe they're onto something. So with that in mind, let's add the pieces that technically make this a plane. So let's see what kind of a difference that stuff makes. We'll launch it straight towards the goal, and that's much better. A gentle flight downwards. We missed some of the coins and still didn't quite make it. But that's nothing a $200 engine upgrade won't solve. I do think, whoops, we lost a wing. Okay, the plane is destructible. I want to see what's in that box. So the trick is we're going to have to probably go over or around those boxes because the plane doesn't fly very well through things. But we've upgraded the slingshot again. That's not quite enough to get us over the boxes yet. So I very quickly saved up $1,429, so let's upgrade that engine and slingshot one more time. That will definitely get us over the top. Just about. We're so close. Okay, another $600 slingshot upgrade. That should hopefully be enough to get us over top of the boxes. Looks... oh, we just touched the top of it. Well, I'll sacrifice this guy as many times as it takes to get this done. I'm pretty sure on that one I accidentally missed the box and went into the end zone. But that's okay because progress can't wait. We must move on, and we got ourselves better wheels. And now there's an easy mode and a hard mode where we can probably have different building options. Oh, hard mode lets us put parts wherever we want. Okay, so we're going to have 6 wheels instead because more wheels is always better. These ones may or may not touch the ground, but they're more like a supporting wheel. They're just there for moral support. And saying that, I forgot that we do need to put wings on this somewhere, so... well, other wheels are going to have to wait. Let's see how this flies the way I build it. So far, so good. It got lift, it's going down to the ground, and it exploded everywhere. One small slingshot upgrade later, and we're shot a lot farther. If we could land there and have the wheels survive, we would glide right on in. So let's try that. Let's throw on what I think are going to be stronger wheels. Also, I completely forgot about the propeller on the front this entire time. Fly, my garbage creation, fly! Oh, that's way better. That would have made things so much easier. We even went over the landing. I decided to take the tail rotor off, and I think this guy's gonna die. That was kind of working until it wasn't. I turned the power at launch down to 80%, and wouldn't you know it, that actually worked. That gave us an improved engine. Wait, am I able to steer this? I must be able to steer this, and I didn't realize. More engine power, more slingshot power, and more engine power again. We're not allowed wings on this level, and I think he actually auto-steers himself, so if I go like that, he'll actually steer himself, yeah, exactly to where we're trying to go, and he missed. That's okay, he landed on the minigun. Alright, so let's squeeze him just around the box while here nicely drift. That looks like a pretty good trajectory, and he missed again. Maybe less is more. We're gonna go with 86% launch. That's still an A, and that actually worked again, maybe. We go through the boxes, we got it. An off-road level. We've gotten new wings, apparently. These ones have pizza on them, so you know they're good. Typically 100% hasn't been working out well for us, but that's okay. That's never going to stop our upgrades. We're just going to keep on going, even if we fly right into the end zone. Perfect. And we got more of those wheels, which I assume are just somehow better. Okay, this is another one of those levels with the mystery boxes, and I think we're maybe going to have the power to grab whatever that was. Oh, they're hidden parts. They're a 2-star part, or just a bonus money. I mean, I won't say no to more slingshot and engine power ever. So I'm going to put it back on hard mode because we don't need wings on this level anyway, so we're going to go with the multi-wheel design. Okay, we're going to try just like that. Just a simple man in a 6-wheeled go-kart. It should spin him along. This might be too heavy. Alright, 4 wheels might be the way to go. It feels a little better, but we're still well short of our goal, so we might need an engine to help it along. And off we go. The engine will fuel it along. That's much better. Well, until that part, but we were doing pretty good until then. Everyone laughed at me when I said I needed 6 wheels, and then 4 of them fall off, and then we're not left with any. And we're going to upgrade our engine. That should steer us along rather nicely. We're going to beat this in all the wrong ways. The engine's going to fuel us along. There we go. We still got 2 wheels. Okay, well, I'm not wrong. There's still 2 wheels on the vehicle, but we're going to need wings. This is on hard mode, so this is my custom build, so I don't really know yet how well this is going to work. Not super well yet. Gonna need some fine-tuning on that. Okay, at this point I just went ahead and built a full-on plane again. It's probably going to mostly fly through this, but that's okay because it'll definitely get to the end zone or even past it. Yeah, that counted. He lost his life by smashing into the rock, but he got us a win. And we got a new tail thing. So we can go ahead and take the old one off and put the new one on. Now we're a little bit closer to a jet. We definitely want a better launcher. That's the only thing that matters. We're flying blind. I see the end zone way out there, but will the plane make it there? So far we got a good amount of lift. We're almost overshooting things and we maybe hit a pole. We're so close. Okay, we're going to go slightly to the right this time because we hit something on our left side. So we navigate gently around that pole and end zone. This is why I can't get my pilot's license in real life. And after that, we got ourselves a new propeller. Can we put both of these on? Oh, we can. All right, well, we're going to get lift in several directions this time around. Nothing could go wrong with this, but we have 2 engines. That might actually... did the engines not do anything? Fine, we'll make a single engine plane. Super fun. The engine's going now, yeah, so that's a little better. We just needed to get over the bump and crash down gracefully there. We needed to get that far though. Went with an 85% launch this time, and you can see it's a little better there. It can almost roll once it touches down. Okay, at 90%, it actually touches and rolls quite a ways. I need just a little more. 90% might be the winning. We just got to get over the edge. Oh, we're so close. That's fine. I love this level anyway. The more times I do it, the more fun it gets. Please don't break. Okay, that should be the force I need to get over that. And we're going to roll down the hill ever so gracefully. And got it. That's going to give us whatever that is. Okay, we've got wooden wheels. These are somehow an upgrade. We won't ask questions. We'll just go ahead and throw them on and they'll maybe roll better. Before getting started on this level, more slingshot, more engine power. More power is always better. We're just going to aim for the coins because I assume they're telling us where to go. So we're going to take off sideways there and drift gracefully towards the end zone. Wow, first try. That unlocked us a cattle guard, something every plane needs. Is this actually a cattle guard? What do we do with this thing? Okay, there you go. Let's see how that works. Oh, it is. We're supposed to plow through the boxes. It'll probably still work up there though. See? Just as planned. Actually better than I thought it would go. We just need more slingshot power. You don't actually need to use that thing properly. Having the wings on probably actually creates a lot of extra drag. We just need to take the wings off. Fine then, we'll do it your way. Down goes... okay, we need to move the wheels back a little bit to make room for that thing. I don't know if I love these wheels or this design in general, but when do I ever? We just try things until they work. Thinking is overrated anyway. Okay, we made it up and over. And we did it. We didn't even need an engine. We got a new tail out of that, and I feel like every time it gives us something, it's something we should probably use. This one's covered in caution tape because it means business. Okay, we gotta remove the wheels first. And given that it gave us a tail to use, I think we're probably actually gonna need some wings, so we're gonna try a new design called the Absolute Garbage. Only one set of wheels, the wings directly behind those, whatever. I think that should be fine. We're gonna keep it nice and light this time. We gotta be efficient. And we lost our wings. But it's a bit of a puzzle. We're going through boxes, so we need that. We don't need an engine because we're not going very far. We probably need a second set of wheels. Okay, we're going to try it like this without wings. That way we'll hopefully clear the boxes easily. I think we're still going to need an engine or wings. I've turned on to easy mode for a second and it says no engines, so clearly engines aren't part of this equation, but the snowplow might be. I think this might be what we need. Wings, tail, snowplow, wheels. Because that should clear the boxes, and then we should glide upwards, make it over the top, and we're on to something. Oh, we made it so far in this one. We actually drifted around. Does that count? We're so close to touching it. Okay, this one might be it. We made it over the top, and we slid all the way in. I literally changed nothing. I just kept launching it. And with that, I unlocked more wood wheels. And I'm just assuming we're going to need to fly on this one, so we're going to go ahead and throw on whatever we can to make this idiot fly. Barely managed to squeeze all of the parts on there. Not sure that's really supposed to happen. There's coins, but I'm not going to fall for that. We're just going to launch straight this way, through the boxes, and we might need a snowplow. But that's okay. I didn't expect to get it on my first try. The snowplow we can actually add with those wooden wheels if we put it up high. Okay, so the engine is probably going to be necessary because we definitely don't have the power to get up there. So maybe it's just a matter of brute forcing it until it makes it all the way up there. I'm not really sure. The engine's going. Maybe we just need a better engine. That way it can power through those boxes. I've upgraded it once. It's up to level 14 now, which means it costs $1,400 to upgrade. Maybe I should be listening to the things at the beginning and go sideways. So let's go a little bit around everything. That might kind of work, actually. That actually worked. We might even get the rare. Oh, cool. We did. I really didn't expect that to work, but we got $1,500 because of it. Okay, I'm going to scoot us over a little bit again. That way we hopefully hit the end zone. We're going over it. Oh, nope, we got it. That counts. I have no idea what that is. Maybe a propeller. Apparently it's like an up top engine. What is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, it's like a fan boat, but not a fan. All right, well, we're going to put the snowplow up front and a couple wheelies, and that might actually be good to go because we're just plowing straight through boxes on this one, I think. Engine might be necessary because our slingshot is strong, but it's not really... Oh, actually, we might be onto something here. We didn't make it, but we were awfully close. So I've upgraded my power just a little bit again, so we'll go a little bit quicker. That's a smoother launch. That one feels good already. Perfect. What happens if we just launch this plain thing? There's nothing on it except wheels. And we got to go a long ways around. We're going to need an engine for that because this guy's going to die. So we're going to put our best engine up front, give it a couple wheels, and then we're just going to kind of see how this goes for a sec. Not sure if that engine really powers anything. Oh, maybe it does. We did the whole loop, and are we going to miss? Oh, we got it for sure. Basically the first try. And we got a new powered fan. So we're going to take that very same build we just had, but we got dual engines now that should actually both work. This might actually take us a long ways. Yep, look at that engine power. Oh, we might need wings on this one. Maybe at least. I'm not convinced yet. Okay, 2 engines and wings. That should dip us down and up. Okay, I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that, but we'll keep trying. Maybe once he's more rigid wings. The other ones are more flappy than this. That might sort of work. I mean, it still counts if we land upside down in there. Going sideways has always worked in the past. But we're on a very good trajectory until about that point. We're getting closer. After crashing this moron many times, I've upgraded the engine with all that money, and we're getting this close. So a level 19 engine might be just what I need to finally touch the end zone. Are we going to make it? Yes, we will. Not really sure yet how to do this one, so we're going to go up and okay, apparently around all that stuff, and there's an item on the way down. Definitely going to need a better slingshot, so we'll upgrade that. I want to try and grab that item on the way up. We're going to plow through those boxes. No, we are not. So I'm thinking a massive engine at the rear to propel us forward. Maybe a snowplow because I want that bonus, and then just a couple wheels to get us going. Not sure if that's going to be enough to get us through the boxes, but it might. Nope, not even close. Since the snowplow just breaks my heart anyway, we're going to go with a dual engine build, and we're just going to try and go around the boxes like we're probably supposed to. Now we have all that extra engine power to help us get up. Wow, we got to go a long ways up. It looks like we can actually get a little bit closer if we just do a tail wing and a single engine on the front, because if we dodge the boxes, we get at least to there, so we can see the end. So we'll get more engine power times 3 apparently. So if we hit no boxes, we make it to there. We're so close. I've upgraded the slingshot one more time, and that actually gets us a lot closer. Oh, this might actually do it. We did it. Next on our stuff to misuse is a new snowplow and a new engine. I'm not actually sure this stuff is an upgrade over the old stuff. Why is there 2 directions? Okay, we'll go this way then. Go past the box, and we gotta go all the way over to there. We might need some wings. I've also upgraded my slingshot power just a little, and apparently we're not allowed to use wings. Which leaves me a little bit confused as to how exactly this is supposed to work, because it's a long ways to go to the other side. And slingshot again, maybe if we sort of go off the top of the ramp. We'll go like right around, so we only go through one box, and then we get the biggest jump possible. We're not going to make it, but we're actually a lot closer. I think the key to this one is simply just using a snowplow, hitting only one box on the way, and upgrading the slingshot enough to where we can get over that thing. So maybe one more slingshot level will get us to where we need to be. As long as we get a pretty good launch, which I think we did. Are we going to do it? It's got to be close. Still not quite there. I've added a little bit of extra engine power too. I'm not sure if that matters if we don't have any wings. Apparently not. We have to go through more boxes on this side, but maybe that's okay. I wish I tried that sooner. But as a reward, we got banana wings and a snowplow. Then it's just a matter of what kind of tail we want. We'll go with the caution tape theme and see where this takes us. I haven't tried this level yet, so I have no idea what we're supposed to do. We got our wings, we got our flapping going on. Okay, so far so good. Oh, we touch down and then take off again. So we gotta go over that gap. We're still okay. We still have some wings on there. We still might make it. Less confident now. So we'll just try that again and see what happens. We're pretty much where we need to be. We just need maybe some tougher wheels. I might be able to actually adjust those. Okay, that part's going to be a problem. I put on what I think are the tougher wheels, and I don't know why I'm using a snowplow in the front right now, considering you're not actually plowing through anything. But so far, this seems to be a much better result, because we're going to take off here and drift all the way to the end. Even with the snowplow, which we probably didn't need. This level, I seemingly cannot use wheels. So 2 wings in a dream. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's do 4 wings in a dream. If we can't have wheels anyway, we might as well utilize that space. Can we fit an engine on the back like this? I don't know if we can put one like that for some reason, but not so much on the back. Okay, let's see how our quadruple wing plane flies. It looks like a butterfly and flies like a fish. I think a tail thing will keep it going straight and fast. That might be simply as easy as it is. I really hope so. Okay, we're gonna go left this time, I guess. Okay, I lost my wings. Not sure what that's about. So this launch has this really cool feature where when I go to do it, it just takes the wings off because they can't fit through this little gap. Oh, that time it worked. I don't really know what to make of that. And then we're supposed to go around that and nailed it. So you definitely have to sort of turn. That way it steers up like that and will get us to the end zone. Hopefully into it, not over it or under it. We did it. What is that? We got a piece of wood. Why do we want a piece of wood? Oh, it's a new frame for us, like a thing to build off of. All right, well, apparently we're going to need an engine and some wheels. And actually, that's it. So we're just going to let this little off-roader go by itself. It's going to go over that stuff and do a big jump. We need tougher wheels. Okay, we put on the big boy wheels. Hopefully those are going to be enough to get over this stuff without too much issue. I don't know why it wants us to aim that way. There's also the ramp to the left. I feel like maybe we should be jumping off that. And I'm not really sure what to do anymore. I upgraded the slingshot one time. That definitely gets us a little bit closer. Okay, one more slingshot upgrade. These are definitely getting expensive. This might just be enough. I've just got to get over that little stump and the wheels don't explode. We're so close. Alright, more engine power puts us up to level 28. And there's no more exclamation mark, so the slingshot might be strong enough. Oh, we did get over the log. Oh, we still broke there, but we got over the log. So we just need to land there and not entirely break. We're getting closer. Well, at least when we jump this far, we have a chance of making it to the end, but we also make a lot more money per jump now. So we'll get upgrades all the quicker. And level 28 engine, the game seems happy with that, so let's see how this goes. We're going to get an extra push along the ramp and a little push when we touch down, and we did it! We basically created the greatest vehicle in the entire universe. At least until we created this one. It has no wings, it has an engine up front and a tail on the back. The water slows us down and takes our wheels off. Then we crash into a windmill. Okay, fine, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Back to doing it like this. Going around the water is really annoying though. Like, I wish there was a way we could just go like that and go around it. Nope, that's not going to work at all. So we're definitely going to need more engine power, but probably also just slingshot power. We're going to need both of them to be able to plow through that far enough. Starting to get there though. Okay, $12,500 later, we're going to get 2 slingshot upgrades and 2 engine upgrades. Will that be enough? Nobody knows. I know I'm supposed to probably time the windmill, but I don't have time to wait for windmills. Eventually, just out of sheer luck, I will cruise right on past it and into the end zone. Mission accomplished. Best vehicle in the universe. This is something I've been trying to do for years, but today we're going to grow a money tree. Invest to make more money. So these will increase money gained per tree tap. $14, we get our first that thing. Now every time we touch the money, we make 10 cents. So the faster we click, the more money we make. And we can make others work for us. It's capitalism. It's only $14 to buy an entire person. I'll take that deal. 35 taps later, we have a lightning bolt. $469. I didn't realize how much money we had already. $1,500. We're already rich. But next we get now grow your tree. I guess we hit the next stage of growth, $100. And that turns into a tree with 4 leaves on it. Only 70 taps left to go, but the auto clicker is probably quicker. And then we keep going to make our tree bigger and bigger and bigger. But this obviously won't do it all, because even as we're clicking away, we're less than $1 per second. So let's upgrade the watering can. Probably a lot. I was hoping there'd be a bonus at level 10. So we're going to start on the hose, which is obviously more water, a few levels of that. So now we're at $2.70 per tap. We're going to get a much better tree this way. So when I'm rapid fire clicking, $13 a second. Now we're going to start to build up an empire. Then I just spent $233 on a gardener. And you know what? We'll buy some more neighborhood kids while we're at it. So now just at its base, $1.40 per second, and we don't even have to click. My power rain meter is about to be full, so I can only imagine what that's going to do. There we go. It's got a rainbow. We're making more money. What is that thing? $1,000. Okay, we need better tools. This one costs $2,883, so we're just about there actually. A few clicks and we'll get what we want. So that actually looks like a lawnmower, but it's a fire truck. A fire truck is a very important piece of tool for growing a tree. Up to almost $5 per click. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this today. Plus that bird carrying a piggy bank dropped $1,600 and we got a magic bean. Should probably also buy more of the hoses because 5 of these is definitely less expensive than a fire truck, at least so far. More coffee, $6.30 per click. Now we're up to $20, $23, $25 per second. Fertilizers, I'm not really sure what it's asking me for here, so I'm just gonna buy some of these and I'll figure it out as I go. I've had too much coffee to care. This might actually be saying the height of the tree, 38 meters, 9 kilometers, 350 kilometers, so this thing could get really big. I guess if it's only $100 to add 10 cents per click, I might as well buy some of those, because over time, that's going to add up. We got another magic bean, and we're at $6.90 per click. And we got a bonus wheel that gives us a thumbs up. Things are doing good. Thanks for the encouragement. Basically, that's 2-time tapping power for 5 minutes, so we're getting $14 per click. So to take advantage, auto clicker. Look at that money pile up now. There's $6,000, there's $7,000, it's almost $1,000 a second. And now we got the rain coming in again. I can't really see what's happening up top, but we're okay. There's $60,000. Maybe the more of this stuff we buy, the more this tries to move up. So we can spend $3,600 on whatever this is. Banana peels. Yeah, that moved the fertilizer. Oh, it's the idle capacity. I get it. I don't do anything idly in clicker games. I click for myself. New height 25 meters. Look at it grow. But also we're going to buy a jet, Air Force 2. That also helps with these things. So we're going to buy 2 more levels of that. $71.7 per click. So when we're clicking away without the auto click, it's about $200 a second or $1,000 every 5. Okay, so after buying the people, I think we're getting $3.40 in the background without having to do anything. That's right, $3.40 per second, but I'm going to be here the whole time up to $143 per click. That's not good enough. I want trillions of dollars per click in a tree that touches the other side of the universe. I should also be looking more on the power-ups here because they do kit efficiency ×2. This is $1,400, so these are really cheap considering what they do. And for $14,000, gardener efficiency. So that means I should probably buy more gardeners because they're doing 80 cents per one. And I know this is background, but total is $32 a second, just from background idiots. I don't know which of these ones to touch anymore. Gardener efficiency ×2, and there was one that we ran out of money for, but they're not that expensive. There's a golden bean. And then we're going to spin the bonus wheel again and get this thing. 2 times money per 15 minutes. That is referring to background money. Our clicking is $39 a second, so that's bouncing around a little bit for sure, but we'll get it straightened out in no time at all. So we just bought a hose upgrade, $42 a second, so we're up to $340 a second if I just keep clicking away, which is enough for the $26,000 upgrade. Gardener efficiency ×2.
Those good old gardeners just don't stop.
The next upgrade here is going to be $584,000. It's going to take a little while to get there, but for now I'll increase my fire truck army. Because nowadays we're getting 48.2 per click. And that's a long ways from where we started at 10 cents. We've got a long ways to go. A piggy bank just strolled by that gave us $8,000 plus another golden bean. And I guess for what it's worth, I should spend another $47,000 to add $25 per click. Because that's actually a really big boost. $73 per click is much money. So let's buy another one for another $25 per click. Now we're up to about $100 per click. And if we use the auto clicker, we're going to make some money. In fact, we have enough for the next fertilizer thing, so we're going from banana peels, Epsom salt. And that's going to make our tree ever bigger. We're getting good at this. Look how big it is. It's already a full-size tree. Auto clickers make this so much easier. But I think we're overdue to buy some more people. That's going to add $5 per second in the background, so we'll do that, I don't know, another 2 times. So they're making lucky $70.70 every second without me doing a single thing. And if I use the auto clicker plus the background workers are making... well over $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a second. And then we can afford some of the power-ups. Fireman efficiency ×2, so that's probably actually a big one. Well, they went from $2 per person, or $1 to $2 per people, so we'll buy some more of them because that's just a good deal at this point. And we rather quickly saved up $600,000, so what we're going to do is buy whatever this thing is. That's going to add $125 per click by itself. Yes, it's still cheaper to buy 5 of these. It's probably still cheaper to buy more of these. I just said clicking on big things, $227 per click. Then we just bought a nice hammer that gives our gardeners double efficiency. So background is $400 a second. Okay, we got another $350,000 to invest, and that's going to take us from $227 per click up to $340. That's actually a huge increase. And it's just about time for a power rain again, so let's use our power auto clicker to get us there. Tap your tree 10,000 times. Yes, I've been working very hard to get to this spot. So when we use the auto clicker, we're at $23,000 a second. And that actually means we can buy the next thing for the tree. We can also use beans to get there. I didn't realize that before. We're changing form again. Now it looks like a big old oak tree. 250 meters. It's the tallest tree in the world. And I grew it myself. Fire truck efficiency times 2. So they're worth $4 per click now. So we'll just go ahead and give us one of those. $370 a click. We can buy things more expensive than a llama. I don't know if there's much point to this, but we got a plumber. $25 in the background. It's still much cheaper to buy 5 llamas. But I really don't want background stuff. I'm such a clicker anyway. We're making $1,200 per second without clicking at all. But before you know, we saved up about $2 million to spend on more upgrades. And that'll take us from 368 all the way up to 734. So that's not quite a $100 per click increase, but that's pretty big regardless, especially when you're clicking this fast.
This is how we make little numbers matter.
So now in the background, or while we're actively clicking, $50,000 a second. And if we get lucky with some of our lightning skills, like here we get an axe, probably for firemen, I presume. Fireman efficiency, and then we unlock more fireman stuff. Fireman efficiency times 2, fireman efficiency times 2, fireman efficiency times 2, and llama efficiency times 2. I think what we need is more clouds. 1, 2 of those. That should give me $250 per second, or per click. Now we're up to almost $1,000 per click. And that was actually a really big increase, because now we're up to about $66,000 a second while we're clicking, about $70,000 with the background stuff, so $70,000 a second. And I haven't even gotten to the next lightning upgrades yet. Air Force efficiency times 2, and I'm pretty sure that was a big one. Now it's worth $50 for every level we get, so each one of those is certainly going to add up. $1,400 per click. I did just get some kind of colossal bonus, so that put us over $8 million, so I'm pretty sure that means we can buy a tornado. What I assume is a tornado, it's hard to say. Another $625 per click. Cashnado, $2,000 every click now, and we're clicking this quickly. That legitimately like doubled our income. We're at $140,000 a second. And I still need to buy these llama efficiency. I don't want more efficient llamas, I want more clicks. We're really saving up the millions of dollars already, so it's time for a bigger tree. Now we gotta buy a toaster. Or a used tea bag, that works too. Let's see how big this tree gets now. It's 9 kilometers tall. It's taller than mountains. $2,000 per click isn't bad, but we can do much better. I want a number so big it breaks the universe. Then it's time to once again spin the wheel. I think this is probably just a cash bonus if I had to guess. $460,000? Wow. I make that in a couple of seconds. I'm not supposed to make it in a couple of seconds, but I do because I'm a filthy cheater. Should probably buy more clouds. Well, we'll buy another tornado first and then more clouds. As long as I'm buying the lower things on the menu, we're doing good, because now we're up to $3,000 a second. You blink twice, you make $23 million. It's so realistic. So when we start by buying one cloud and then one tornado rather than a bunch of clouds.
My brain is moving faster than my eyeballs today.
That's not really saying much though, is it? But we're up to $4,400 per click. So in saying that, I'm just going to let the game run just like this for a little while. We'll come back to a nice big tree. A few short minutes later and we're a billionaire. So before doing anything, let's spend 1/5 of our money to make the tree even bigger with fish scraps. We didn't get to see that size tree for very long at all, but now it's 14 kilometers tall. We can see the earth in the background. Aside from that, we better buy whatever comes after a tornado, which looks kind of like a cannon. It's in fact a water truck. But that's kind of fun because it adds $3,000 per click. So we just jumped up to $20,000 per click, and we can buy some background idiots as well. We're going to buy this one, an elephant, $125 per second in the background. I'm not going to upgrade that because we don't need background earnings. I need raw clicking power. And then aside from that, we're also going to buy some more tornadoes anyway because they're still pretty cost effective. And that did add another 15% earnings, so at $23,000 per click, so it's not hard to save up the millions. And the auto clicker at this point takes us up to, there's 500, 600, 700, $1 million per second and growing. So the auto clicker has us settling on $1.6 million a second. So to make another billion won't take long at all. As far as these powers go, it would be nice to find one. Yeah, cloud efficiency times 2 is a good one. Plumber efficiency we don't care about, and this one is llama efficiency, so we don't care about that. But that did bring us up to $24,000 per click because we upgraded our cloud efficiency, I believe. So we dumped the rest of the money into those, and we're up to $27,000 per click. The tree's getting bigger. We're halfway through our next stage already. We're gonna have a monster tree. It stopped showing me background earnings, but it doesn't really matter. When you're making $2 million a second, you don't need background earnings. But now that we've saved up another $200 million, we need some more tornadoes. That's gonna add some good old-fashioned earnings, $30,000 per click. That might push us actually over 2 million. There's just 2 million. It's time to spin the wheel again, and I think this doubles our income for a while. Yep, 2 times money tap. So $60,000 per click, and then if we let this go, we should be up to about $4 million a second. Curiously, we're still only on $2 million a second, so maybe I misunderstood that. Either way, we're still making quite a bit of money, so I'm not going to complain. It's crazy before how long it took to save up that $1 billion. We've basically done it again, and I've been sitting here watching the numbers go up. It sounds like a dull hobby, but anyone would sit there looking if they're making $1 million per second. But we can still do better than that, so we're going to buy more water trucks, though that's only 1.7 billion, but we need a few of these before we're going to get there. Or we could spend some of our beans. We're going to spend some of our beans for a sprinkler. A sprinkler seems like an obvious thing when you're trying to do gardening and plant a tree. So we're up to $108,000 per click. So we're up to about $3 million. Okay, we're well over $3 million a second. So we basically just doubled our earnings. Feels like this yesterday we were dreaming about having $1.8 billion. And that's more than enough to buy another sprinkler. It's going to add 15,000 per click. So 140,000 per click, and off we go again. Up to $4.7 million a second. Plus we need to spin our bonus wheel. We haven't got the little devil guy yet, but I don't think he's a good thing. And this annoys me, but I guess I'm going to have to buy some of these powers, I think just to unlock new ones. This just increases our plumber efficiency, but we don't care about the plumber anymore. Ooh, a shark. What do you think a shark does? 274 million. Tornado efficiency times 2. That's a good one. Elephant efficiency. Do we have an elephant somewhere? Almost $100,000 per click. And each one of those adds so much. We're up to almost $5.6 million a second. So using our newfound earning power, we've saved up $2.7 billion and we got the rain coming down. But we can also buy this. $2.5 billion for coffee grounds. The same thing I live off of. Now our tree is 200 kilometers tall, so we're literally into space. This tree is far and away the biggest living thing ever. $36 billion for the next one. We better get busy. Maybe I should buy more helpers. There's the elephant I was wondering about. 1.7 billion. No one is worth 1.7 billion. Even the president's only 136. Also, I got a booster now, so we're at $250,000 a click, so our earnings should go up nice and high. Would a plane help the water truck? Is that a tire? I don't know which one of these helps. Yeah, there it is. Water truck efficiency. And okay, now we're starting to get it figured out. Now we're up to almost $500,000 a click, and we're clicking a lot. Okay, we're well over $10 million a second right now with my boost. So let's buy another sprinkler since it's got a nice special increase to it. $570,000 a click. So now it takes very little time to save up billions of dollars. Very little. So $5.5 billion, that should mean we get another 2 sprinkler upgrades, which gives us $760,000 per click. The number just keeps going up and up and up. So this actually works out to $17 million a second. So we're just going to let this run for the next 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, turns out I don't have that kind of patience. We have $8.8 billion to spend. And I plan on spending every last bit of it. Well, we're going to buy some of those, and we're just going to work our way back down the list because this should be worth it eventually. I always forget I have these beans too, so I can actually buy one of these for my final minute to boost. That's supposed to be $24 billion, but that adds $80,000 a second by itself, so we're only going to buy 2 of them. Now we click $1.5 million a second. So our income just went way up to about $33.3 million a second. So 3 seconds is $100 million. Now the math in my head works out, yeah, we're making $100 million a second according to the number at the top of the screen. So that's fine by me. Okay, I remember now I have the triple bonus on. The triple bonus doesn't apply to the white number at the top, it simply applies to the real number. So now I'm actually making $33 million a second, where a moment ago I was making $100 million. Luckily we just got another bonus wheel, so as long as it gives me the option to increase this again, we're gonna do it. Do you think it's 791 billion? We're gonna get great water tower efficiency times 2. So this now gives us $150,000 per purchase. We'll buy one more. $2.4 million per click. That brought us up to about $54 million a second. We got to times that by 3. So $165 million a second. But now that has me curious. If you buy this thing, that's only 33 beans. We're going to buy 2 of those. $390,000 a second. So our clicks are now $5 million. And that jumped us all the way up to $110 million a second times 3. So we're looking at about $330 million a second, or $1 billion every 3 seconds. That's the kind of money you could probably live off of finally. Well, look at that. We got about $50 billion, which is enough to increase our tree with a giant microphone, or eco-technology. So out with the old, in with the new. 20,000 kilometers. There's the moon. We're about to touch it. But actually, speaking of which, I saved up enough of these magic beans. I can just buy, we can use dinosaur ash just to make the tree even bigger. 350,000 kilometers. That's supposed to cost $319 billion for the next one, but we can just use beans. They're giving these away. Alien poo. 800,000 kilometers. We're way out in the galaxy. I could probably be spending my things more wisely than I am, but I need to see what's on the other side. 36 crystals for a space crystal. I meant beans, not... we're just in imaginary land now. We're not sure how big we are, but we're way out on the other side of the universe amongst the stars. And I should hope so for the amount of money we spent to get here. Speaking of which, we're going to buy one of those, a few of these, a few of these. And that does leave us at a cool $5.5 million per click, and we're clicking a lot. So it's about $360 million a second right now, so we're going through the billions pretty quickly. So there's even aliens in the background. We could probably just let this run for the next 10 years and, you know, see if the game breaks or not. Billions is seemingly where we draw the cap. We're going to turn this absolutely adorable moron into an unstoppable monster. And that's actually going to be quite a challenge considering this fish has less than 1 damage. Because I mean, look at it. Does it seem dangerous to you? We're going to make a complete mockery of this entire ecosystem. Luckily we spawned right on top of a starfish, so I can very slowly chew that apart and eventually consume it. I don't know if there's actually any smaller fish than this or ever have been. Luckily we can just tear this apart and we've already leveled up once. Our damage literally didn't change, but our size grew a little bit. So basically we need to stay away from things like that, because that thing just ate a great white whale. So we're going to focus on smaller fish for now. We'll eat him whole later. And these poor guys, let's never get it figured out. I can actually eat them whole. That's how useless those are. Little bit nervous about having that guy in the area, but we're gonna go ahead and munch on a starfish. If he comes too close, we'll just zoom away. Because there's no better feeling in this world than spending hours grinding up a fish of a adequate size and then getting eaten in one bite by something else. Good news though, my damage went up by 0.1. I guess if we have one advantage for all this, it's that this fish is probably moderately fast. We're gonna lure this fish into these other fish and hopefully they eat each other. These are just clownfish, so they're a joke themselves. Well, this is a fun start. I'm just being endlessly pursued by that moron, so we're going to try and lose him in here. Hopefully it's a line of sight thing. Okay, that actually worked after a minute. He's finally on to chasing the clownfish. We're going to stay way away from that guy. I've learned that other fish are incredibly dangerous, so I'm going to stick to defenseless starfish. We managed level 4, so we're now a size 43. Our damage did not increase. There's another one of those aggressive fish. I'll feel better once we put on some size, because right now I'm pretty sure like a mosquito could swallow us whole, and that would be not great. I probably have pretty good vision with these enormous eyes though. I feel like I can see 360 around me at all times. I really don't remember what the story on these guys was, but I know I can eat them whole, so anytime I see those fish swirling uncontrollably, I'm gonna take them. Imagine existing basically just to be food for this fish of all things. Okay, we're up to 51 size, so we're, you know, the size of a pea. Not very intimidating yet. We're never going to be that intimidating, but we're going to get dangerous. Like, even when it eats these things, it's more cute than anything. We're just making an adorable monster. But we'll have the element of surprise. No one will run away from this, and then we'll swallow them whole. I wonder if I say swallow and whole enough this video if I'll get demonetized. Might be able to eat these whole now. I still can't. I'm level 6 and I can't swallow a starfish entirely. You know what? That's fine though. I've got lots of time on my hands. I can sit here and eat starfish all day long. We're also starting to get to that scary point where I think I'm a bigger fish than I am, so we're going to go and try and eat other fish only to realize they're 10 times our size still, and then they'll kill us instantly. But there's level 7, 67 size, 1.3 damage. We're over 1 damage now. Oh, those are definitely bigger than me. Probably faster too. I think it's safest if you eat like this, facing the center of the map, because there's not really a lot behind us that can get us. That's just shallow water. The danger is out there somewhere. Starfish and balls aren't working anymore. We're going to need to find something bigger to put in our mouth to get going. There's these little yellow fish. I'm quite sure I'm bigger than them at this point. Yep, I sure am, and I can eat them whole. Get in my mouth. 24 experience. I found an octopus or two. I don't know if they're dangerous. Are you dangerous? You don't look that dangerous, but neither do I. It's all in the attitude. All right, well, we're going to chew on you for a second. You don't seem to mind that much. They're not very, they're very docile creatures, as it turns out. You can literally eat them alive, and they do very little about it. Got him. 40 experience. Well worth my time. All right, good news for you. Yeah, he looks pretty excited about that. Wait, where'd he go? You can't run from me. You're an octopus. Well, A for effort. I don't really like that we're wandering into open water now. This is a scary place to be. It will all be over soon. Once you get in my mouth, there's no getting out. I'm going to go ahead and take in one more starfish because that should just put us up to level 8 and I'll feel a little better with a little extra size. Okay, there's level 8. Hopefully damage is actually up to 1.5. So that was a big jump in damage and size. We're 75 size, but we're like orb shaped, so it's going to be really hard to feel big. This is really just an adventure of progressively putting bigger things inside our mouth. And also sometimes winding up in other things' mouths. So in other words, kind of just a pretty typical Monday. I did not even see that. There's a giant Megalodon right there destroying everything. I saw the shadow as I was looking that way. So we're definitely not going near that. Okay, and this is where those other sharks were. So we're going to scoot straight across and we're going to stay nice and low. It's pretty scary how giant fish like that can hide like that. I would almost never see that until I went right into it. There's also some little free-range idiots here that I'm going to try and eat because they're way out in the open anyway. Haha, look at this idiot. Imagine living in the ocean and not being able to swim. I'll come back for you later. I was ambushed by that thing out of the blue. I have no idea where it came from, but that's not super great. Turns out we're still so weak that I'm mostly going to be eating things like this. And I should probably stick to this side of the map. The other side of the map is full of enormous fish. This one has them too, but they're not nearly as numerous. We need to get really, really big to be able to eat a fish even close to our size. Although, when opportunity strikes, turns out it's not actually stuck, so now I'm committed to chewing on its back for a while, hoping it can't turn. It is shaped like a dinner plate though, so I don't actually know if it can get me here. I'm like now phased into it for some reason. Not really sure what's happening. As long as I stay on this side of it and not the business side of things, we'll be okay. If you didn't want to be eaten, you shouldn't have been shaped like a bowl. Okay, this is actually getting kind of stressful because it is trying to turn and bite me back. But it can't turn very well. 1.1 damage at a time, the most epic battle there ever was. This is going to take like 45 minutes. The other turtle's just going to sit there and watch. At least I thought he was. I'm getting a lot of danger sounds that might actually be that other turtle now. He seems to be eyeballing me. I don't know if he can get me though. I'm like inside the turtle. Every once in a while he escapes my grip and then goes and crashes directly into something and then I start eating him again. I can confirm at this point that this was not an efficient use of my time, especially considering it's still not dead somehow. If you spawn in as a sea turtle, it has 193 HP, so I'm roughly basing this turtle's HP on that. I think it might have actually died, so now I'm just chewing it apart. That took a really, really long time at 1.1 damage. I don't know why I did this. I don't really know why I do anything. Any second now, this is going to turn into meat and then I'll get like half a level. I put so much work into a single turtle, it's almost absurd. Okay, it's finally turned itself into meat that's still too big for us to eat because of course it is, but we're that much closer. Okay, we turned into 3 little pieces of meat, which is actually really good experience. We're up to level 10. This I'll break into, I think 3 of those, so therefore 9 of what I just ate. Or something thereabouts. I don't know, get in my mouth. Level 12. Okay, that wasn't a... well, it was still an absolute waste of time. That took a long time, but we're bigger now. 107 size, 3.2 damage. We just tripled our damage. And you know what? I feel girthier. I just feel girthier. But for contrast, I could have just been eating things like this yellowfish the entire time. There's 24 easy experience and it took an instant. Oh, look at the turtle getting revenge on the tadpoles for me. Well, I'm gonna go for this. I know I don't have a lot of damage, but we're gonna hopefully tank through this. Oh, the turtle's coming in for the assist. Okay, that fish is looking really beat up. We're just gonna have a firefight. I think we got it dead, so pretty soon we'll be able to eat it. Hopefully the turtle doesn't interfere. I just really wanted my revenge on this. This fish is an absolute nightmare to play as because it has no damage. It's just like a floating cupcake. Everything wants to eat it and it can't hurt anything. Like a stupid turtle almost just one-shotted me. It had me really, really hurt. Luckily there was meat sitting in front of me, so I ate it and got away. If it wasn't for that, that turtle would have eaten me. Can I at least consume starfish's whole? I sure can. Why did that give me 112 experience? I won't complain, that just seems abnormally high. I usually have at least a half-baked theory as to why things are broken. This one I can't actually eat whole, so I'm not really sure what that's about. I'm not gonna ask questions, just put things in my mouth. Every level up now should bring my damage up by quite a bit. We just leveled up again. 3.8 damage, yep, so that was like a 20% increase in damage just like that. Which still leaves me as dangerous as a cupcake, but we're a little better than we were. I starfish my way up another level, 4.4 damage. And I'm really not paying attention to where I'm going because if you care to look above me, there is some really big mean fish. But I can take my revenge on one of these little guys again. Our damage is way higher than before, so it should be pretty easy to mulch this apart. Still way more bites than it has to be for such a weak, tiny little fish, but this is the choice we made today. I also kind of forgot that last time the turtle came in and saved us, so this was a really reckless decision, but we did manage to kill it. And we got 80 experience for all of our danger and trouble. Like, I was gonna go up there, but there's a giant barracuda thing sitting there, so let's go anywhere but there. I did find a dory fish, so we'll put that in our mouth. We're actually getting pretty big. Bigger than where we started. Get in my mouth. I got 124 size. Can I one-shot the starfish now? Well, that's something. I can continue to play very passively. Oh, except when it comes to this idiot. I hate these guys. We'll go ahead and eat you 4.4 damage at a time. Which gave us another 80 experience, so we're very close to level 15, and we really gonna need every level for that little bit of damage it gives us. Okay, there's level 15, 5.2 damage. So damage is going up by a full like 1 every level now, so we just need to find enough easy things to eat. And now we're starting to forget that these fish even existed. It's been so long since I found any. But that was another easy level, 6.1 damage, 140 size, so it's getting harder and harder for fish to one-shot us. But if anything attacks us, we're pretty much dead because we can't really fight back. But such is the life of a cupcake. Starfished up to level 17, 7.1 damage, which is a lot more than it was, but it's still not good. Anyway, to Hammerhead Shark territory. That's, normally when my fish is this big, I could probably fight that. Given that on this fish, I can't fight that. I really don't love that shadow. Oh, is that just a dolphin? We might be able to fight that. Would be so much better if we had more damage. This fish just has no damage at all. Luckily, there's a lot of these things kicking around. There's 18, so 8.2 damage. It's slowly getting better. There's a little baby crab here. I don't know if we can devour it. Oh, we can. Cool. 80 experience for every crab we find, which is kind of odd because starfish still give me 120 if I eat them whole. 9.4 damage, 164 size. Another starfish, another day. What are you? You don't look dangerous, but you look fast. Okay, come here. We're going to take a bite out of you. If we can just manage to stun lock it like this, we could probably kill it. I don't think they're harmful to us. Okay, it is dead. We turned it into meat, and there we go. Oh, look who came swooping in to try and get the leftovers. Well, you know what? I'm just going to eat you too, since you served yourself up to me so nicely. Okay, I've gotten a hold of him. This fish lacks ferocity, but it makes up for it in tenacity. Actually, our damage did jump up to 14.2. Thanks to our leveling, so maybe if we eat a few more of these. We can devour up to 61 in size, which is actually pretty big. It's not this big, but that's perfectly okay because I can turn them into bite-sized pieces. There's another level up, 16.3 damage, 200 size, all in the form of a mean cupcake. Ooh, look who it is. Time to try the turtle again. This time instead of doing 0.9 damage, we're doing 16.3, so this will multiply this thing in no time. Should be only like 15 hits or so, depending on how much health they actually have. It's lasting longer than I thought. Okay, it is dead already. It didn't take like 20 minutes like it did earlier. This one died within 30 seconds. I just realized how ridiculous my fish actually looks. Okay, we broke the turtle down into bite-sizable, eatable pieces. I think that was a big chunk of experience, so we're up to 18.8 damage, 209 size. These guys I can definitely swallow whole. It's just a matter of having them get close enough to do that. Got on both. There's a few more starfish and such up here. We're going to try and get these in our mouth. Well, we got one of them. You can, you know what? You can go tell the other survivors. We're getting so big that it's starting to be hard to see these little fish. That actually put our damage up to 25, so it's getting not too bad. We're not like completely vulnerable anymore. We're still mostly vulnerable, but we can actually fight back a little bit. We haven't put any eels in our mouth yet. Can we swallow these whole? We can't even do that yet. That was actually pretty good experience though, so if I can just farm eels for a little bit, we might be in good shape. 359, or 3 starfishes. You think the experience level would scale with the difficulty of fish you're eating, but who am I to complain? We're up to 28 now, 33 damage. A few more starfish, we're up to 29, 38 damage, 266 size, 86 devour size. I see the shadow of something. No idea what that was or where it went. I can eat the eels whole suddenly, so that's good. I didn't realize it, but I kind of went into the dangerous side of the map. There's a lot of really big fish right here. I might actually be able to eat a whale shark because they're about as dangerous as I am. They're just a lot bigger. This one might not actually be that much bigger, so we're just going to harass it for a minute and see what happens. The worst it can do is like suck on my tail a little bit. I don't think it even has teeth. We got 38 damage, so we should be able to like hurt it reasonably quick. I don't know how much health they have. Okay, a new problem has arisen. I got attacked by a toothbrush. Okay, it's time to leave. You guys can have that fight. Thank you. So he's going to attack that, and my whale shark is just... Can you go away and leave my whale shark for a sec? Oh, I thought this was a dolphin. This is much more dangerous than a dolphin, but still probably adequately delicious. We just cannot let it bite us. I think it actually might be dead already. I didn't realize I was this big because I was fighting all the wrong fish. Ooh, look at all that. Another one spawned. Level 35. Yeah, okay, now we're getting like obnoxiously big because that's an orca. Damage is still only 77, but we're getting big enough we can devour 100 and something whole, which isn't an orca, but it's gotta be soon. I think if I eat just a few of these, I'll be able to go and get the whale shark and everything else in that area. There's 39. We now do 115 damage. Piece by piece, we're taking over the ocean. I realize now I probably did this the hard way. I probably should have gone to the other side of the map, like the other corner where there was probably more medium-sized fish. I went from like tiny fish to large fish way too fast. Level 42, 422 size, 150 damage. Now this is a lovely farmable location. There's 3 whale sharks, all of which are tons of experience and tons of meat. And with my 150 damage, they should die actually fairly quickly. Okay, I guess I'm sharing with you, but that's okay. I'll just take it from inside you now. Yeah, okay, suddenly we're level 49, 257 damage, which, considering the level we are, is not very much. But I mean, I'll take it. Suddenly the cupcake becomes the predator. This is such a good farming spot now. There's 3 orcas and 3 whale sharks. Ooh, we found the exact spawn point. They might just continually spawn right here. That would be fantastic. Alright, well, this is going to break the game because I can just sit here. Never mind, they've spawned somewhere else. But we're up to 686 size, 640 damage. We can devour 223, so we'll see if that's big enough to take down what I think are orcas in front of me. That actually might be. We're definitely pretty big. So yeah, we can take down the orcas one hit, and that leveled us up each. And here's a nice little variety of smaller sharks and that alligator thing that I'm going to ambush. Do we just one-shot it? Is it dead? Are you dead? Did we just one-shot you? Took a few bites to break it into pieces, oddly. Maybe it was already hurt. I don't know. I'm just going to keep putting things in my mouth. Level 68. I don't feel very fast anymore, but I think we're going the same speed. We're just bigger, so it feels slower. Plus, a lot of the fish are starting to avoid us now because we are rather big. I still need to be careful because I've discovered that those alligator things, for me, it's either bite them first or be bitten. Whoever does that wins. So we're not going to take that chance for a little while. We need to get bigger, clearly. We can always do a little more farming, though. Pretty sure we're going to one-shot these. I just killed all of them at once. Well, that feels pretty good. And we're going to keep leveling up. 73 now. It's insane how much experience those give. Damage is up to 992. Our health is up to 1100. We need more health because I'm pretty sure these other things can bite for like 1200. Ooh, how about the orca? Get in my mouth. Can I devour these yet? I can. I can eat a whale shark whole. The devour size is 265. They're probably 250 or something then. And they do keep spawning in right here. So wonder if I can just hold right click. Okay, maybe I can. Oh, they stopped already. This could be an interesting challenge. Okay, he clearly likes me as much as I like him. Oh, did I get him? I think I got him first. He beelined straight for me as soon as he saw me, but that is one of the legendary whales. Oh, and he's back. Well, we'll call it 1-1 with the legendary whale. We definitely killed it, but then it sort of spawned in right on us, which wasn't great. Long story short, we're an enormous one of these things. It's very, very dangerous. We still need to kill the Megalodon. But in order to do so, we're going to have to ambush it, and this isn't exactly an ambush predator. This is a floating cupcake. Got him again. He did take a bite out of us, but only one, so he managed to survive. Uh-oh. Yeah, I really found his spawn point. As long as I can get him a few times, he'll die, but I really need him to spawn somewhere else now, because that's horrifying. Or we'll just keep winning the battles, hopefully, until we're so big that he won't eat us anymore. Level 88's already getting pretty big. Better make that level 90 something. He might not be eating us now. Nope, he's still trying, but it's not to his benefit anymore. Yeah, come on. Keep trying. I'll keep eating you and everything else. Don't you worry about it. I'm having trouble seeing now. We're too close to the top of the water and my fish is too big, so the camera's going screwy. Okay, he spawned in behind us. We're up to level 96. I didn't realize we got so high so quickly. Okay, he just keeps spawning in on top of us. Could you not? Okay, level 100. We are 1120 size. Okay, I just asked you to stop. But we're obviously pretty tough when this thing can just ambush us and it doesn't kill us. We can just turn around and kill it back, considering we're this fish of all things. We're level 106. I think we're pretty much just trapped in a vicious cycle right now of this thing ambushing us until we're actually too big for it to bother with, which apparently needs to be pretty big. No, we one-shotted it that time. Are you still mad at us? We're so big though. Why would you do that? 1300 size, up to 4000 damage. Yeah, it's still trying to kill us. To be fair, it does take out a quarter of our health every bite, so it has a fighting chance, but not as much as we do. And we can just farm this thing all we want at this point, because we're up to level 120 already, and that's only going to keep going. Look at the size of us now, though. Like, that's a legendary size whale that's, like, mythically big, and we're much bigger. Level 133, we're slowly escaping this idiot. I think if we kill him one more time, he won't aggro on us again, because he's too far away. But we're having trouble, like, fitting in the ocean at this point. Look at him, thinking he's going to eat this piece of meat. How about I swallow you all whole? Wow, we get some range on this sucker now. At this point, I'm just Megalodon hunting. I know it's out here somewhere. Once we see it, it's going to be very obvious because it'll be rather big. This guy thinks he's going to get a free meal. Found him. He tried to ambush me from the right side, but I got him in 3 small hits. Is this his spawn point by chance? I don't know where he spawns, but he came from somewhere over here. I guess the takeaway from that should be we just ate a Megalodon and made it look easy. Even he had to jump on us. But this is kind of similar to a Megalodon. It looks the same. Our devourer size is over 500 at this point, and you can see why. Those are full-size hammerhead sharks, and they look like little minnows. I changed the settings to try and see a little further because I want to find where the Megalodon spawns. So far, I'm not really having any luck though. He can be very hard to find sometimes, despite how big he is. Not really really sure what I did there, but now we can see a long ways. There's still a render distance, but like we can see pretty much all the way across the map. There he is. I was looking for you this whole time. Okay, we're clearly a lot bigger. We'll hopefully see that as we get a little closer. Yeah, we're definitely bigger than a Megalodon by quite a lot. But can we swallow it whole? No, we cannot. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and take a bite out of it for now. 2 bites and it's eaten. 141. Okay, good. We found about the spawn point then because he just showed up again, which is where we were earlier, but he must have a few different spawn points. For now, we're going to farm a Megalodon until we're big enough to swallow him whole. Get over here. No, over here. There you go. He's very hungry for those things over there. Devour size is 546. I wonder if he's like 700 in size. He's having trouble eating us too. We might be too big so our hitbox went screwy. Don't worry, I've got all day for you. Devour size 589. Okay, devour size is up to 605. Still can't consume the Megalodon like that. What about this guy? I would consume that guy though. Look at the size difference. He's trying to eat us. He just can't even get his nose in there because he's stupid. He does do some damage when he manages to hit us, but he's got to spawn like under us. And it is getting hard to see because we're getting so big we're blocking most of the camera. We've got to be close to devouring him though. Like, look at the size of us. I think we might have just done it. Yeah, I can now devour Megalodon 683. So I wonder if he's something like 666 size. We're literally eating him whole right now. That's why we can't see him. We just absorb him as soon as he spawns in. He still tries to get us though, but we're also doing 20,000 damage at this point. We have 2100 size, 700 devour size. He is still trying, but we can make ourselves bigger. I just went ahead and added a few levels. We're now 3000 size. He's still trying because he's a madman, but we're level 260. So we're so big that the camera isn't behaving very well. I'm also going to try and get out of Megalodon zone just because he's annoying me at this point. They seem to have gotten the hint that they cannot take me on anymore. We have a vibrating fish. I've also released my fish from its earthly constraints, so we're actually technically flying in the sky right now. And that looks something like this, just a giant fish floating above the ocean itself. I added 1,000 levels to the fish and we hit the max size of 5,000, or what's supposed to be the max size. That's what this looks like. Well, it turns out 5,000 is still as big as you can make a fish, at least currently the way I'm doing it. I made my fish so big I got the camera literally stuck inside of it, so we're playing this in first person for a minute. This fish is definitely so big it just doesn't work anymore, but I swallowed that thing whole. Yeah, next time I'll figure out how to break the game even more. Today it's all about crabs, and no, not the fun kind. We're talking about the ones that come with machine guns and kill everything in front of them. Now to start, I've touched this health totem twice. There's a 50% chance to double your health and 50% to cut it in half. I did that twice and ended up with 800 health. So I figured we'd just keep rolling from there because I already feel invincible. And here we have a rare weapons mod. Shots deal more damage but recoil is heavily increased. I can compensate for that. So damage went up by 33%. So in saying that, we're going to go this way. This is a challenge arena, but we get a better chest at the end. It eats up 33% of our health, so now that I think about it, that maybe wasn't a wise choice. But you're not here for wise choices. Anyone who has any wisdom at all is nowhere near me or my life. The extra damage seems pretty nice. Island is cleared. We took 5 damage, but we're going to have to sacrifice a lot to open this chest. I don't even have enough health to open that because I increased my maximum health, but I didn't actually get any health to heal myself. So we're going to do the Spike Strikes challenge. We're going to get a 2 times damage chest at the end of this if we survive. And spoiler alert, we're going to. I have lots of damage. They fire spikes around them in AoE when they die, so I gotta be careful not to let them get close. But as long as I sit over here and fire my high damage machine guns, I think we're gonna be just fine. It's not my first soiree with crabs and it won't be the last. Oh, there's a big purple one. Aren't you scary? I think I have grenades too. Yep, sure do. Not very good with them yet. Grenade? Okay, that thing's dead. They're all gonna die, and then easy. We have 168 of 800 health. Do I get both of these? Oh, this was totally worth it. Let's go with shots deal more damage but are heavier, and maybe damage increase for each equipped armor plate. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what armor plates are, but they're probably something I'm gonna need. Okay, I know I can't open the chest at the end of that, so we're gonna get some health. I'm a victim of my own success. Horde. Survive the horde of enemies. Yes, I'll do my very best. So far, they're not posing much of a challenge. They just explode when I hit them. The controls on this are so wonderfully smooth. Even just that is very enjoyable. I think I need more explosives. That way, I can just explode them all at once. It's very inefficient firing this little machine gun. Or I just need so much damage they evaporate. Don't touch me. I'm gonna be happy to get some extra health though. Nothing here has hurt me that badly, but I'm quite sure some things can. Like, I don't even know what that was. There's a giant gooey explosion nearby. And it wasn't because of me for once. You know, these are supposed to be rare, but they're all rare. Chance for enemies to drop health pickups when eliminated sounds kind of good to me. I kill a lot of idiots and they're gonna heal me. Now we go to the shop. If you've ever wondered where crabs do their shopping, it's here, and there's lots of heals over here in the healing swamp. 400 HP, and I get to pick what to buy. The result also health regenerates over time when on an active island for up to 30 seconds. I'm going to get that because I think that's going to make me tanky enough to destroy pretty much the world. Okay, since we're pushing health anyway, max health increased after every 10 one-shot eliminations. I don't know how many of those I'm going to get, but I'm hoping eventually we can turn it into damage. Okay, we're going elemental chest on this one. Tropical biomarino. We're going to kill the pufferfish, the crab, and we're not going to stop until everything is absolutely dead. Okay, there's some new enemies here that I didn't see before. They're going to pose a little bit more challenge. And there's also an awful lot of crabs coming to... Oh, never mind. I don't know what happens a lot in this, but I'm just along for the ride. Okay, the fire rings are bad. Don't touch those. Okay, these guys are actually quite dangerous, especially if I'm under here because I rigged all around. One of big boys is dead. Two of big boys are dead, and this guy's hardly been hurt. Where's all my health pickups? And he's dead. That's these fine gentlemen. Island 6 cleared. I lost some health on that one, but we did survive ultimately. Let's go with shots shock enemies. We're now doing lightning damage as well. Damage chest or a chest containing an upgrade to your existing loot. These are both so good. Let's go for straight up more damage. Upgrades will get here when they get here. I am hitting for 38 on critical hits. We'll see if we can turn that into like 6 figures by the end of this, but I'm not sure what we can do yet. Okay, stop hitting me with that. You really got to keep moving in this. A mobile crab is a safe crab. Let's finish off him. Okay, the key for these guys seems to be stay a long ways away from them because they don't really hit you from very far away. Big enemies are definitely going to be the problem, which is why we got more damage. Damage increased to distant enemies. I'll take that all day long. Then we need to survive a horde with our 300 HP, but if enemies are far away, that's doing 44 damage. I'm just going to run around jumping a lot. There's some heals finally. We've probably been getting heals all along. It's a little hard to see in the crab chaos. Okay, I'm starting to see more and more healing. Levels like this are going to be good because there's lots of crabs, so that means lots of heals potentially. You're going to need to survive the horde for, I don't know where the timer is, a little while longer. 30 seconds. I could probably actually get a surplus of health on these levels because if they're just basic idiot crabs like this and my shock attacks work, we'll get lots of heals. Not when that happens. Island's done. We landed at 387 health. We took some and got some. Damage increased for a short time after eliminating an enemy. Yes, we just need to go enemy after enemy back to the shop where we're going to pick up ample heals. And there's epic upgrades here today, most of which are boring, so we're going to take silver armor, gain 2 armor plates to reduce elemental damage, protect combo, and we'll block 1 hit, whatever. Okay, I'm also going to take spark shot. Shots create a burst of damaging sparks on impact, mostly because it's epic, and I have to assume those are going to be better. We have more epic. Damage increased by 1% for every 1,000. Gain additional armor plates each time you pick up armor. That's probably going to be helpful because I'm starting to get hit more. Do I do more damage yet? Yeah, my DPS is going up into the thousands potentially if my sparks go off. Elite! Defeat the elite enemy. He's far away, so we're off to a good start. Yeah, take that, stupid. Oh, that looks scary. Oh, it's just a bunch of bouncy balls. What an idiot. I'm a crab, stupid. Bouncy balls don't matter to me. Okay, that actually kind of hurt. We're gotta back up a little bit and keep them way over there where we're happier. I think we're actually healing on something. I'm not sure what. I think this might actually be the easiest island I've had so far. As long as he's staying way over there, I'm fairly safe. Except for now. Well, this isn't a good spot to be. Okay, we're gonna move out of here. And got him. With 667 HP and 3 chests, one of which looks epic. Is there something after epic? Because I would like to see. Chests contain more loot choices to choose from. Yes. There is a legendary quad key. Used in the lobby to permanently knock new content for super... Yeah, okay. I see a legendary choice. I take it. Increase max health by 50 and 33% of your health. Yeah, okay. 854 out of 854 HP. And now we'll get more choices out of our chests. I'm going to start having trouble telling what's friends or enemies because we're getting a lot of debris and stuff flying around. So I'm going to stick to my strategy of killing things before they have a chance to do anything. Then we never have to learn the game or develop any skills whatsoever. We can also slide, as crabs do. Lose 10% of your health for a 25% chance to get... Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, that actually worked. Fire a deadly shotgun blast along with your shots. Okay. Is that it? Oh yeah, there is a little shotgun blast going out. I'm having a small trouble finding more enemies. I don't know if I'm supposed to climb up here. It seems there's an enemy stuck somewhere or something because nothing's happening and I can't find anything. I can, however, hear enemies over there. I hear something walking around. Found he was way up here. I don't even know where I am. Give me the loot. Put it in my mouth. Shots do more damage when hip firing, but less damage when aiming. Yeah, I didn't really realize aiming was the thing anyway, so that's okay. A chest containing luck upgrade. upgrades. I love luck upgrades. That means you get better things moving forward.
Die, idiots.
Ants? Those aren't crabs. I've been lied to. We made that one look pretty easy. So these are luck upgrades, huh? Chance to automatically reload after each elimination sounds kind of fun. Oh, my inventory slots are full. I didn't realize that was a thing. So my perks are full. I have to get rid of one. Well, we're going to get rid of max health increased after 10 one-shot eliminations because that just doesn't seem to happen a lot. So chance to instantly reload after firing, and I think we can mulch this somehow if we hold X, and $50. Then we're going for damage. Blue crabs. I think that was me. Enemies come from all sides. It's very disorienting sometimes. Luckily, we're very strong. Like, I don't even know what that was. We just got hit by like a mortar, probably from these or something. Grubs. Okay, enormous grubs. Okay, they blow up when shot. Once we get everyone far away in the distance, we just destroy them because of our damage. Let's take shots do more damage but heavier. That's going to level 2. Well, I don't need health. We'll take a random chest. Also, I get an extra chest if I don't get hit, which maybe depends on if anything spawns near me, really. If they're far away, it's no problem. If they get close, I'm pretty useless. Oh, that was actually really close. Oh, that guy announced his presence by laughing like a moron. What do I expect from his skull? You know, I might actually get away with doing this flawless as I walk right into an... Oh, never mind. That was close. I'm less confident than I was a second ago. So I'm only like 1,000% sure now I can do this without getting hit. Did I do it? I did do it. Random chest, random chest. Oh, there's an epic. What do we got? Grenades deal more damage. I don't know if I want more grenade damage. So we're going to take shots deal more damage, but recoil is increased. I haven't really noticed recoil at all. And damage increase of distant enemies again. Do we have recoil? Oh, if I aim, there is. Oh, there's a little bit of recoil. That's fine. You know, one thing crabs don't care about is recoil. What they do care about is buying nice things. I have room for more weapons mods, so I'm going to do fire rate increase because that's just raw DPS. Like, I'm sure that's going way up. There we go, up to almost 4,000 DPS if some of my things go off. Chance to fire in an arc shot formation. I don't really know what that means, but we're going to find out. Just the more things that can potentially happen, the better. Eventually, there'll be all sorts of things going off. We're breaking 4,000 DPS. I don't even need any help. Get a random pickup but lose 33% of your health. Well, my inventory is pretty full. I didn't realize I could unlock these with like big amounts of money. 33 million? We've got some saving to do. Do we want speed upgrades? We don't have any yet. I don't want some, but I probably need some. Because enemies do get close to me and my backwards movement especially is bad. I mean, I could turn and like run away like this. I just like to keep firing at them. Because if I'm doing damage to them, good things are happening. Whoop. Seagulls? Am I hearing seagulls? What? Oh, okay, it's just ants. Ants make the same noise as seagulls. You don't know that because they're too small. Ooh, there's a skull thing. Get a random pickup. Good thing I saw this. This totem has exploded and can no longer be used. Damage increased for a short time after eliminating it. Yeah, I already had one of those. That's just a flat old upgrade. You know, I should really explore these levels more because there's another one of those totems that I'm pretty sure just gives me a drop. Shots do more damage on hip firing, less damage on aiming, so that's level 2. How is this for a weapon mod? Increased damage, fire rate, and reload speed. So we gotta drop one of the weapons mods. I'm gonna have to get rid of lightning shot. I don't love that, but it's the weakest of all the existing ones, and we'll go ahead and mulch that. I think between elemental and crit, I want crit. These idiots don't know who they're messing with. The fire rate's gonna be so fast now because we got at least 2 upgrades for that. Yeah, it feels like we're doing lots of damage. Yeah, we're starting to kind of melt these. For a while, our damage felt a little underpowered. Now it feels a little obnoxious. Oh, look at this guy. Enraged grub. He exploded almost before I could finish saying enraged grub. We'll do the same for him. We're even for 169 per shot because we're so far away. Are these heals? What's on the ground? Ice Ant. Hi, Ice Ant. Nice to meet you. You're also dead. Any more hidden treasure the game's not telling me about? We can blow up rocks apparently for sometimes loot. That one didn't have any. Okay, so critical stuff. I don't really want any of these in their weapons mods, and I don't have enough crystals to unlock a new slot, so I'm going to go ahead and mulch one of these for whatever we get. Then I need to go for damage upgrades anyway, because if I get speed ones, I'm likely to just have to throw something out. Damages are likely to stack. Oh, hi guys. Thanks for getting right up in my face. That kind of works to my benefit because I'm too lazy to go find you. The real test will be against the next boss. We'll see what kind of damage we're doing there. A lot of this damage was based on the fact that we started with so much HP too. I could take damage instead of upgrading my health. Still hoping the kind of upgrade exists that gives you more damage per health. Am I surviving or destroying? Oh, it's just a survival. I was trying to kill them all again. Learn to read, kids. Don't be like me. Island 18 cleared. Give me the loot. Pretty sure I just blew up my shield on a stone that I decided to shoot. I also already have all of these, but I can't open a new one of these. So these are weapons mods. I mean, I could just buy a grenade thing, but I'd rather just unlock a weapon slot. Damage increase to armored enemies, which I'm pretty sure... Wait, didn't I make a spot? Oh, that's a perk. I should really... I just said reading. Reloading files and arc of powerful projectiles. And I basically spent all my money just before arriving in the stores. So yeah, kids, read. Oh, that's so fun. Deal constant damage to nearby enemies. There's a perk where shops contain more goods for sale. That's also nice. I basically need something that's got to be an upgrade. So this, chance for enemies to drop health pickups. I'm level 2. So there's now a 10% chance for enemies to drop health pickups. DPS, we can probably see here, is still going to 4,000. It depends on how close we are. Plus that happens for a lot of DPS by itself. Yeah, we're hitting 5,000s. Defeat the elite enemy. Which one's the elite? Oh, probably that one. Elite, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to start reading now, like an adult. He doesn't seem that bad. I'm kind of melting him. Uh-oh. That's not fair. Uh-oh. What happens now? Oh, you're way over there, stupid. That's to my advantage. Ooh, he does do some damage, though. I'll give him that. Oh, we blow up the purple thing. He takes purple damage. Oh, don't fall off the edge again. He came to see me. How nice of him. 50% chance to double max health. 50% chance to have max health. I'm not going to go for that now. I've got too much to risk. Gain 215 crystals, but lose a third of your health. How about no? This one's a green totem. I don't have space in my inventory for it. I feel like that one comes like with a curse. I feel like that's not a good. Again, we're going to start at the healing and key chest. Okay, then I'm going to take the bronze heart. We're going to increase our health and 33% of our health comes back. We got a key for whatever that does, an epic. And a legendary. Enemies poison nearby enemies when eliminated. That's a legendary perk. I'm probably going to have to take that. This would have been fun at the beginning. Damage increase after clearing each island. Okay, I'm going to get rid of chance to instantly reload after each elimination because that's just a level 1. Now, enemies poison all nearby enemies when eliminated. That's beautiful. And we're on to the volcanic biome. Is there anyone here to fight? Okay, well, we're going to start by exploding that thing just to annoy everyone. And then we'll see what we're up against. So far, nothing too insane. Those die. It would be nice if you guys would bunch up so I could poison you all together. But I guess I won't complain with giant explosions either. Another epic piercing wave. Fire slow damaging waves along with your shots. That's a weapon mod. Well, I'm going to replace one of a similar thing, just a rare quality with an so we're basically just upgrading that. We'll look at it that way. Since I'm feeling plenty healthy, let's go for this shrapnel. Enemies explode in a burst of projectiles when eliminated, but we have 2 times elemental if we win. I probably should have read that closer, but whatever. If they explode in projectiles over there, then that's fine. Okay, there we go. They're just bouncy balls. How hard could that be to avoid? And if they'll poison each other, they'll just slowly kill each other, right? They'll poison, they'll die, they'll poison someone else, they'll die some more. Don't you worry, I'm the guy that's got it all figured out. Ow. My health is up to 904. I don't know where I got that, but I guess I've gotten enough perks now that they're doing all sorts of things that I forgot about. Okay, 2 chests of elemental. I don't know if I can use any of this stuff at all. So far, I cannot. We're basically looking for anything that can upgrade. I'm not even going to read those because it hurts to know I can't have them. Luckily, I can get crystals for them, so I've got 1,348 to spend on whatever I want. Enemies spawn rings when eliminated. That can't be that bad, but I do get 2 chests out of this, so I'm going to do that. I'll either get 2 rewards or double the money. Oh, I forgot about that thing. There's also a lot of lava on the outside of these levels, so I need to make some space. Over by Lightning Crab. We're old friends. Yeah, come here. Lightning Crab died quickly. Oh, that's the kind of rings they spawn. I get it. Are these healing spots? What are these? I think those were healings. Ooh, look at all the rings. Okay, I just gotta jump when I kill all of you. And no problem. Now we slide away over to the loot. I mean, there are some cool weapons mods here. Shots knock back enemies. Shots deal more damage. Gain more dashes. Movement speed. Well, I can unlock a weapon slot for 2,000. Why did these all get more expensive? Well, you know what? I'm too strong anyway. I don't need this garbage. Moving on. Survive a horde of enemies. Yeah, story of my life. If the horde wanted to show up, I'd be happy to accept them. Well, there's a slug. There we go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Little guys, come toward me. Ooh, look at that big thing. What is that? Poison slug. Have I killed these before? I'm not sure. Ooh, don't go in there. That hurts, but probably hurts. Ow. Everything else as well. Okay, things are starting to fall apart, but we're okay. We got it recovered. Really need to remember that those are just survive. Not try and fight them all, just survive. And these are just boring ones. But we're going to the shop where we'll get some HP back. And we got this one, Juiced Level 2. Increased damage, fire rate, and reload speed. Yes. Then we re-roll because I didn't like anything else. Same again. Do we get any legendary upgrades here? That would be great. I guess chests contain more loot choices. Why not? And how are we feeling these days damage-wise? There's 8,000 DPS. Okay, it's going up. Random chest it is. Hopefully it's legendary. Defeat all the enemies. Well, with the amount of damage we have, I think that should be quite doable. We'll let them all get close and then jump over their head. We'll kill whatever this thing is. Wow, okay, you're a bit tougher. Okay, we're gonna move. And we just rain damage. When's your arc shot? Oh, what is that thing? Lightning Skull. Already fought one of those. Suddenly things are way harder though. Like these are armored idiots that definitely absorb some damage. Now we're just onto this big guy. And as we learned from these before, we just stay way over here and we'll eliminate these little guys that'll hopefully even heal us. And my big thing hit him. He dead. 500 HP though, that's definitely getting harder. Shots deal more damage, but recoil is heavily increased. Level 3. Honestly, we'll go for a health chest at this point, because we're going to need a little bit of help probably. Arena. Eliminate all the idiots in the arena. Got it. Yeah, they're getting very explosive and very quick. Like, I just turn around and I'm surrounded by exploding idiots that hurt. So we're trying to keep our distance just a little bit. We'll have to try and be more mobile like this. So we'll just lead them this way, turn around and shoot for a second, and then rinse, repeat for the next 45 minutes. I did just fire a really big arc shot that was very satisfying because it destroyed everything. And then we'll, on our second pass, pick up the health, unless we run into that thing. What are we? Oh, a grenade crab. Okay, we got all sorts of things coming in that are going to be damage. I think I might have found a bit of a cheap strategy that I could use, because every once in a while I fire that big arc thing, and I think that goes through like obstacles and everything. So I could really just hide behind obstacles mostly and fire those in the direction of enemies. It would be slow, but I think would just kill them. But it is also less fun than me to straight up exploding them all like this. Hey, you guys like grenades? Have some grenades. Took a little bit more damage, so hopefully we'll get some health stuff. Perfect. Max health increased by 50, heals 33%, up to 774. I'm feeling invincible. Now we're into survival, so let's get established on where the edge of the level is. This is a small arena.
This is not going to be very easy to survive.
Alright, well, let's see if we can get them going in a big circle where I can hopefully start dodging them. Pufferfish are easy to start, and once I get things exploding and poisoning each other, that's going to make me feel better. But for now, we're just going to keep working in a counterclockwise position. Like, when they're all bunched up like that, they're not so bad. It's the ones that sneak up behind me. It's the sneaky crabs that are the tough ones. 28 seconds left, and we're just going to keep on going like that. And every once in a while, I fire that big, that thing that really messes them up. You know, this is a lot easier when I simplify like this and just start pulling them around in circles on the outside, though I have lost a lot of health. Yeah, that's a trend that can't go on, though. I'm pretty much invincible. Island 28 cleared. I did not do that flawlessly, but I did it. And the mantra of my life, good enough for me. Increased critical hits by grenades. What do I get for salvaging these? Well, I'm going to salvage you. Back to the shop. We're up to 3,000 crystals, so we're definitely getting more the later we get into the game. Get a random legendary pickup and lose 50% of your max health. I might do that if I had a ton of HP. Shots create a burst of damaging sparks on impact. That's now level 2. Then we're going to go ahead and upgrade. Okay, I'm going to grab some armor plates. They reduce elemental damage and blah, blah, blah. Plus, they increase my damage. If you look in the lower left, I have 3 armor plates currently in blue. And that's put my DPS up. I think I just saw 13,000. Target dummy. I think I saw 12, 13. I don't know what it was. It was big. And defeat the boss. King Skull. Really original name. Okay, so far he's, well, not that scary. I've already taken off 1/8 of his health, and we're just going to keep on chewing it down from there. Oh, I gotta dodge stuff? That's what I don't do well. I just want to fire at you. I'm a very immobile crab right now. Can you not? Oh, that's not great. Good thing I got those armor plates, so I think they actually reduce elemental damage, and this feels very elementally. Oh, you brought a friend. That's adorable. Bring your child to work day, but I'm going to kill the child first. It actually just makes a really big ring. This works to my advantage. It's annoying how they can hit me back here, though, too. I thought this is me using it to my advantage, but they're actually kind of using it to theirs. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the old fire skull, because he's just not helping. He keeps knocking me around more than anything, and I do need to be able to move. Now, for the other big idiot, we are going to find him momentarily. There he is. I really should be a little more careful than I am, because health is getting lower and lower, but we're going to get some good damage on him now. Keep firing. Once I get the hits on him, he really drops quickly, especially when that thing hits him too. And I should be more diligent about actually, you know, dodging damage. Oh, a new skull. Outstanding. Just what I wanted. Okay, we're going to weave our way through around the things. I don't know which one to focus on at this point. Oh, there's 2 little skulls. Okay, maybe this big boy. We'll get him killed nice and quick. Okay, we got King Skull almost dead. I'm mostly avoiding or ignoring the little skulls for now, because I really think I just have it figured out now. I just gotta keep moving. When they attack, just get way out of the way, turn around and shoot some more. Island 30 cleared. Well, his children had to watch him die, but key. Chests. Chests out here? Oh, key in the lava. Thank you. That's so nice of you. Why would I need loot now? Isn't that it? Oh, legendary. Oh, and I have this. This is double legend. Oh, I thought there was in this chest. I would have checked the rest of those. Bronze armor it is. Crab Island celebrate victory. Loop back to the biome with harder enemies. I need to go back and upgrade my stuff. Crab Island, victory! Now we're a crab with a crown. Oh, we didn't do 1,000,000 damage. We could do better. Today we're gonna start upgrading, and we're not gonna stop until we defeat every pirate in the universe. That one's cannonball resistant, but he's gonna get a little bit closer, that way we can really hit him hard. He will fire back at us on occasion and hit our cannon or our fort. Luckily we can repair that rather quickly. He's gonna inch closer and try it all again. This time he had another hit. Luckily our fort is rather tough. This is a pretty basic cannon. Our last shot would go right over his head, so we need to aim perhaps a little bit lower. Let's try there. And got his cannon. That means he's going to get closer and not be able to fire. But that's not a bad trajectory if we fire at pretty much the same spot, maybe just a touch higher. And kablamo, it got him. Straight in the head, and he tipped over. I don't know why he's as tough as my entire fortress is, but we won't ask too many questions. Pretty soon we'll have such a big cannon that will annihilate everything in front of us. Look how happy he is. Okay, I want to knock him right off that. Can we fire right here maybe? Is that going to get a headshot? And he's dead. Then his raft sinks. It's a little known fact that happens. If someone on a ship dies, the whole ship just sinks. And from there, we can definitely upgrade different things, like our fort. If we want stronger fort, $1,140. We can add a cannon of all sorts of varieties. We have a lot of different cannons to get through. The one we can afford right now, shotgun, is weak at long distances, but is as affordable as peanuts. The most expensive $4,400 controlled explosion cannon. That would be fun. I can simply upgrade my basic cannon for $200, so we're going to do that. I'm not really sure what that does. It gives us a sunset background on level 2 as our pirate idiots roll up in a slightly improved boat. This one does still have a patch on it and a porthole. It's a little bit hard to hit them when they're this far out because they're way out there. You got to kind of guesstimate. And our new cannon does this. Well, we touched their boat just a little. I think it's unfair that I can't hurt their wooden boat, but they hit my stone fortress and hurt it. But at least now I have my prior shot's trajectory, so if I fire the same trajectory, we would hit their cannon. Let's go a little bit above to see if we can hit one or both of the idiots on board. Got him. That did eat up half his health. We didn't hit the one in the back. But we did hit the mustache man, and that's really our priority. Mustache is always the captain. And they called in reinforcements. They have like a jet ski in Pirate Land with a cannon on it. Trajectory would hit the rear one in the dome. Probably wouldn't hit that one at all. So we're going to go just a little bit lower to hopefully hit the front guy and maybe also the back guy. Oh, we hit the cannon and that guy. Great. There's something amusing about how we just dome them in the head with a cannonball and they slowly fall over. They just fired directly over my fortress. The one in the back is, I think, a baby cannon anyway. If he gets close enough, he's going to hit that guy. Oh, they got our cannon. That's not great. Now they both get to move up and I miss a turn. But presumably the closer they are, the harder I hit them. Here comes the boom. That time they hit me. We're at, I don't know, 60% health. Gonna be a little bit less once this guy fires, unless he misses, which he did almost hit his friends. Okay, so I need to take another guess at my trajectory again. So we're gonna go, I don't know, here. And then, oh, we got that guy dead. Not dead, but he probably has a headache by now. Okay, he did manage to hit my fort. That might have been a double hit even. The physics in this are a little wonky, but it's not exactly a AAA game, so we won't judge them too hard. Okay, they're so close I can basically see them from the fort now, so I really should stop missing this front pirate. So we're gonna fire, I don't know, here, like, and there's strength. I can control the power of this. I'm just firing max power always, because why wouldn't I? Okay, that was a really bad shot. I will admit that. And they hit my cannon. The cannonball went through them. That's not fair. We're actually in rough shape here suddenly because I need to repair and they get to fire again and they're 4 feet away, so they're gonna hit me. I'll get to return fire really hard on them, but you see the problem here. Something hurt that one. I'm not really sure what happened, but I'm pretty sure I just died. So I should probably start taking them more seriously. But the beautiful thing is I get money, so I can actually upgrade my cannon again. So it's not in my worst interest to lose once in a while because I just get stronger because of it. Oh, he bought a new helper today. This guy's got a super mustache. Okay, he's way out there, so I need to aim, I don't know, pretty high. Maybe here? That was just a complete guess. Got him. Got him both a little bit. I got extra money for that because I double shotted him. That also took off half of his health. I wonder if I have multiple cannons, if I get to fire multiple times per turn. These are things I don't know the answer to. Okay, I need to aim just slightly lower than my last shot. So let's try there. Is that going to get one or both? Definitely knocked that one right off the boat and he insta-dies. Oh, that's good. My heavier cannon can one-shot pirates now. Okay, the reinforcements still show up. Probably ran over his friend on the way in. That guy, I think I can get in one more hit if I manage to hit him cleanly in the head, which I'll need a considerably lower shot. Let's try there. And got him. And we finished him off. The guy behind is so intimidated right now, but he doesn't have a choice. They just have to keep moving forward. Okay, I need to aim higher on this one considerably. Let's try there. And oh, we gave him a haircut on that one. I really need a second cannon at this point. Next time I'm just going to buy the shotgun one. That way if they get close, I can hopefully fire with all cannons. Okay, he still managed to take off a lot of my health, but I think this time we should be able to hit him pretty cleanly. Something there. And, well, we hurt his cannon really hard. Pretty sure if I hit him like square in the shoulder, he will fly right off his little boat though, because he doesn't have a lot of safe space there. My prior trajectory is actually still pretty close. Let's just go a touch lower and got him. He didn't fall off his boat, but he almost did. This is what you do with pirates. You just fire a big cannon at them. Okay, we need to go way lower than our last shot. Let's try there. And oh, that was embarrassing. We were right up against them. This shot though, we should, there. There we go. We knocked him right off the boat. Now we have $1,100. Fort upgrades cannon sale, 30% off. Was that always a thing? We could straight up buy actually another basic level cannon. Maybe from the top. $700. Is that worth it? I don't know if that's worth it. But we can also upgrade this upper cannon once. I wonder if we can upgrade basic level cannons too then. Like if I bought a shotgun, can I upgrade the shotgun? Or do they turn into newer? They don't seem to. I have questions, but I have 2 cannons and hopefully I can fire both in one round. That way I can, you know, rain down on these pirates that have a much more intimidating ship suddenly. Can I fire both at once? That would be hilarious. Okay, so this is an upper cannon. It's going to have a weird trajectory, so I'm just going to go like that. And I knocked off their anchor, and we do get to fire both. Okay, this will be all right. So let's go there. And got their cannon. I really want to knock this guy out of the barrel. They fixed their cannon. Okay, my last shot was too low, but they got closer. So let's go there and got him. The cannon hit him twice. And okay, the last shot from here. Ooh, we'd almost killed that guy. Let's go there. Okay, we hit a whole bunch of things there and broke their cannon. They just have to get closer and closer and put up with this. They are bringing in reinforcements. My fort's also taken basically no damage, so I'm going to fire a little bit higher because then I can hit hopefully that guy. And then it's going to fall into that guy. Perfect. Double hit. I was hoping he would fall out. Okay, this shot we need a slightly lower trajectory because we want to finish off that first pirate. Let's try there and got him and touched it. Oh, fall off the boat. Yeah, double shot. This ship's so big that the guys behind might actually shoot this guy. But we'll see if that happens. Because they move in and depending on how high they aim that, I don't know if they can hit each other or not. That's kind of close. Okay, the trajectory on this one's almost perfect. We just need to go a touch lower. Let's try there. And got him really hard. Didn't get the back guys. This cannon we're going to have to adjust. We'll go a little bit higher, hitting hopefully either the upper guy or the lower. Okay, well, he's pretty dead, so that eliminates 1 cannon incoming. Those guys, yep, they managed to get a hit, but I've got 2 cannons firing back, so I'm very confident here. Oh, okay, they brought in more reinforcements. That's just a man on a raft though. Like, I'm not that worried about that one, especially if we get a shot that bounces off the first guys. Does that shot look pretty good? It looks not bad. If we go a touch lower than that, right there. And, well, we got his cannon. Okay, we're going to name this one. We got to go definitely lower than what our current last shot was. There. Did we get him? Well, we got that one. So we're going to get 1 shot in return, but we broke the rear guy's cannon. Oh, how could I not take that shot? I should be aiming for the guy at the front, but, like, why would we not do this? Because we get to dome him straight in the head. This one we got to go a little bit lower. Let's try there. Okay, we got him. Bounced over the rear pirate, but that's okay. We're chipping away at their health. They both return fire. We're down to about half health, but the guy in the rear really isn't hurting that much. It's going to be a little bit harder to start hitting these guys because they're getting close. I'm kind of guessing at where I'm shooting at this point, especially from an upper cannon there. Oh, yeah, we got him. Direct hit. He's so close to dead. I feel like a light breeze would finish him off. Oh, okay, we hit his cannon instead. That probably actually almost hurt him. The rear guy fired. He did a little bit of damage, but we should be able to finish off the guy up front because I can basically see his boat from here. He is right there. So let's try, I don't know, here. And we got his cannon in him, and we hit the rear pirate. Apparently I got a medal for that. Hopefully that's worth money. So this is going to be definitely a little bit higher than our last shot. Let's try there. And got him. He's dead. We earned so much money. So for our lower cannon, we can afford an even better one. Sniper rifle sounds interesting. Chain shot, devastating ammunition. Well, let's try a sniper rifle. I did want to go back to level 2 for a second, not only to test these, but to just earn some easy money so we can upgrade some of these things. These are new pirates. So the old cannon from, I don't know, here, you shoot that one almost horizontal and it doesn't work anyway. The middle one, we definitely got to shoot upwards then, and got him right off the boat. But our sniper rifle, does it fire like in a straight line the whole way? What is it? Oh, interesting. That makes it easier. Oh yeah, you could just snipe them right off the boat. And he's dead. There's easy money. So we can actually exploit this right now to sort of just grind money here, because these guys can't defeat me now. Because as long as we got a sniper rifle firing somewhere out there, we're able to hit whatever we want. So sniper rifle, shoot him right there. Got him. And it knocks him right off the boat. Yeah. This is going to work out real nice. So let's upgrade the sniper rifle one more time, because that thing can't be strong enough. We should save up for the fort. That's going to be 1140. Okay, so this new upgraded sniper rifle. This guy's half dead anyway, because I hit him once. But it definitely hits so hard, like that would have sent him past the second guy. Even my basic cannon just knocked him straight off the boat. The pirate's coming up now, the backup pirate. So we get to try our newly upgraded sniper rifle. We're just going to waste a shot there because I want to see the super sniper. And you go down. Okay, super sniper rifle, go. And yeah, that actually sent him quite a ways off the back of the boat. Okay, I also want to try this other cannon up top. So it's going to be whatever this one is. We're going to upgrade it once. Then I'm going to upgrade my regular basic level cannon one more time. It's starting to look pretty good. I think it's maxed. Then we can try level 4 with bigger, better, badder pirates. This one's got idiots all over it. So first we're going to start with this new one. I'm not really sure what it does. Oh, okay, that's fun. That's going to mess things up really big. And then just our beginner cannon that's upgraded quite a bit. And it's going to bounce onto... Oh, you can actually hurt those things. And then, of course, the sniper, so you can hit pretty much whatever you want with this. So we'll try him. And that took off 60% of his health. They're starting to get pretty nice cannons, but I did also upgrade my fort, so it's pretty resistant to damage. So this next shot I want to fire just a touch lower than my last one, but it's going to fire the whirly thing that's going to mess up everyone. That's maybe going to drag him over the edge. It didn't, but he was close. This shot I need to go a little higher with my basic level cannon, but it hurt him and it rebounded into him. Then who do we hit with the sniper? I think we can one-shot this guy. Yeah, we sure can. Off he goes. Okay, they missed their one and only shot, but they did bring reinforcements. They have another actually full-size pirate ship. So I think to get the most out of the damage of this thing, we're just going to fire it way up here. Hopefully it hits, yeah, that and really makes a mess of their little ship. Okay, my basic level cannon's going to fire right there, preferably straight into that guy's dome, finishing him off. And then the sniper's going to finish you off. Then the first ship is sunk already. Then it's just a matter of dealing with these morons, but... I'm pretty sure I can take care of these guys, especially if they do that. And considering I'm firing this whirling ball of doom at them, that's going to be no problem at all. Knocked him right off the edge. You'd think they'd learn to swim, being that they live on the ocean. A basic cannon, which we probably will replace at some point because it's not really doing it for me anymore. But this time we're going to take out him. Oh, we can hit the cannon. Okay. The sniper I should maybe move to up top. That way I can aim down over things. Oh, they have a third pirate ship coming in. Now, I'm really kind of happy about that because that's just more pirates that we get to hurt, starting with that one. Well, he's not hurt anymore. He's dead. Okay, this shot looks like it's lined up perfectly for a nice head dome. And then it's going to bounce off and hurt their cannon a little bit and disappear. The sniper is not really going to do much right now. I can hit maybe... Like, I can aim for the top of his head. I think I'm going to hit there. No, I got him. He just got to get just over the hitbox. I'm going to take a guess on this shot and just fire it. It's got such a big like hitbox that I can fire it almost anywhere and it's going to hurt something a lot. This one's lined up pretty well perfectly. Not much adjustment needed there. And the sniper again is... Well, their cannon's dead anyway, but... Well, now the cannon's really dead. The bald guy will land a shot, but our fort is so tough now that it doesn't matter, and they're getting close enough now that they're in trouble. I wouldn't want to sit very close to this fortress if I was them, because I can just go like that, and we can hit multiple things all in one shot. The closer they do get, though, the harder it is for my sniper to actually hit something useful. Like, I might as well just aim for their cannon. Oh, okay, I somehow got him. That's fine. Accidental murder is the best kind. Oh, they have a third idiot coming in too. Maybe you just fight all the ships in their order. So next level we'll fight starting with a bigger ship, then all the rest of the usual idiots. So that would aim probably, I could aim a little bit higher and think I got him. Knocked him right off the boat in one shot. Then I got a guess on this shot because I have no idea where he's sitting. We managed to get him just a little bit of damage. Luckily our sniper's the final shot. I'm pretty sure I can get right over top of the cannon. Which means we won. We got $2,700 to spend on upgrades. But I'm going to move the sniper to the top. I'm going to upgrade this sniper so it's max damage. I'm also going to put my basic level cannon on the bottom, but I'm maybe also going to sell the basic level cannon. It's fun and all, but we now have a $3,000 whatever this thing is, and that sounds like fun. Click anywhere to triple angry cannonball. Yes, I think I will. Then I'm going to upgrade my middle dangle ball cannon thing, which brings us to level 5. So they're starting to get, yeah, pretty elaborate with their pirate ship. There's all sorts of things for me to hit here. So maybe the sniper eventually isn't, I guess it's going to be good for picking out individual idiots like him. We could hit him really hard and almost one-shot him because he went flying. We should aim for the rear guy maybe. This will be good for ships like this though, because it's going to do this and that can hit all sorts of different things and roll around. That wasn't a great shot, but that could definitely hopefully mess things up. This is the new one. This is the triple whatever. So it fires up and then we go like that. And yeah, 3 different shots going out and it kills all sorts of things. Their cannon is take out 10% health. Luckily the sniper here can just, you know, go like that and pretty much eliminate anyone. That guy just needs a touch more damage. So if we fire the same trajectory, yeah, I like that. That's perfect. Because that's going to hit the baskets and hit up there and finish that guy off and drop onto that guy. Okay, that wasn't as dramatic as I'd hoped. This one will be though, because I'm just going to, oh, okay, might have done that a bit early. Well, that works too, because it might finish off him. Yep, the cannonball dropped from the sky and killed him. The sniper really is nice for this, you know, when you have one individual idiot you want to remove, and he's gone. Now it's just these two, but he's got a basket protecting him. At least he thinks he does. I could probably weave this in between that. What do we think? Well, we got the basket out of the way. Then we're going to fire that and split it right there. We knocked him off the edge. Alright, that one takes a little bit of learning, but I can see how that could be really good. They're going to return fire and almost miss because they're horrible pirates. There's definitely a lot of idiots to have to get through here, so... Well, I'm going to be sure to try and finish this one off. Oh, so close. He just needed a touch more damage. I'm going to try and fire this over top of the ship, though, and hopefully... Wow, that was... not what I wanted to happen. Okay, so on this one, we're going to go like this then. And we're going to finish him off, and then our balls are going to go flying to their ship. And they did at least a little bit, which means these beautiful morons get a little closer. As long as they don't hit my cannons, I really don't care. The fort is strong enough to resist. Plus, we have a sniper now, so we can just go like that and knock him straight off the edge. Okay, the last shot was way too high. Let's try that one. That's a little better. We got both him and the basket hurt. And the basket's going to block the shot for rear pirates. And we'll go like that and split it there. Okay, well, their cannons are actually really tough now. Maybe that triple shot isn't that good. We need something more powerful than a triple shot. The fort's down to 60%. But as we start to get less and less idiots to have to deal with, they're going to be able to return fire less because we'll sink them almost immediately. We got to go lower on this one. Let's try that shot. And we took out the basket and gave that guy a good smack. Now, this triple cannon, we're going to split right there. That way we're sure to hit one of them dead and the other one's still alive. We clearly need more upgrades because we're not one-shotting everyone immediately. That's a big problem to me. What I think we can one-shot is probably this guy if we time it with the bell. Nope, we hit the bell. Okay, this one I want to finish off that guy. We didn't finish him off, but we hit other things, which means they got to hit my fort down to that much health. Luckily for me, I have a plan. This time we're going to kill him one hit. That way there's one less pirate to have to deal with. Then we got to finish off this guy. We just need a slightly lower shot. That should about do it. Wow, okay, that's not great. Okay, honestly, at this point, I just want to be sure to kill this ship. It's just way too annoying in my face. This should be perfect right about there. It has such a weird trajectory, but it makes people go flying. If we fire about the same trajectory and split it there, we should be able to hit multiple things. His basket's almost dead. So he will return fire. He'll hit my cannon and hurt me actually. But they bring in the reinforcements. So it's just a matter whether I think I can get a sniper shot to them or not. I think this guy's in the way. So what we'll do is just finish him off, hopefully. No, not quite. So it's up to this cannon, which needs to fire just a touch higher. We'll try that, which finished him off at least. And then they're just dealing with the rear pirate. But this one's going to be close because if they hit us, we're getting low. We could take probably 2 more hits, but luckily all of our cannons are up again, so we can take out both of them probably reasonably easy. This guy's one shot. This one's a little harder to aim with, but okay, I hit him adequately hard. He's going to stand right at the back of the boat. This one I need to aim just a little higher, and we're going to split it there because I wasn't sure if that was going to hit him or not. Then he sinks with a cannonball on top of him. Then they're bringing in reinforcements one last time. This guy says he comes in peace. I'm not sure I believe him, so we're going to go ahead and snipe him. And that's going to knock him straight off his raft. I don't like this triple gun thing, so I'm going to sell that for $3,000. Wow, I'm rich. Okay, so let's go straight to the max level $4,400 cannon. Click anywhere to explode the cannonball. I will. Then this middle one, if we sell that, I think we can actually afford whatever this one is also. But we want to upgrade the max level cannon. Oh, we can upgrade the mid-level cannon too. Okay, this should be great. But also, what are we fighting? We're going to have big damage going. Is that an airship? Interesting. Okay, he says he comes in peace. I need him to hit the low part of his... Okay, that's a problem. I'm not really sure what to do about this. Oh, okay, so that just explodes and hits everything. He just hit his head also. Okay, this one I think I can click when to explode it, so I want to get closer than that, but something's hurting him. Okay, he's doing a little more than he did last turn. I think if I timed the sniper shot better, I could probably... Well, I can hit him. That didn't... I think I hit the cannon first. Like, it might have to be pure sniper shots. I'm trying to time that so he's back on the down roll. Did I get him? Well, I hit him a little bit. Something keeps hitting him here. I don't know what's happening, but like his movement hurts him. As long as it's not another airship, I'm not that worried because we have controlled explosions now. I don't know what's happening. Something in his movement hurts him once in a while. So these guys, who do we want to hit? Who's going to be the hardest to take out? We'll go for you. Still not one-shotting him, but it's so close. This one we can almost just fire straight in the same spot because it's an explosion, which, that works well. It one-shotted him and hurt him a lot. This next shot, we're just going to fire wherever it goes, and that's fun. We can explode their ship now. They will get to return fire. I'm not sure how strong. Oh, my sniper. Oh, I'm going to miss that one. What I'm not going to miss is the ability to do this. And that really hurts him. I don't think it sent him flying because the one guy kind of blocked the shot for the other one. But if we fire this one in the same about zone, we can definitely get him a clean headshot. You think that would do more, considering a cannonball just domed him in the head and then exploded. We might need to upgrade the fort's health at some point too. But we got our sniper shot going. I wish we could hit him. We could take our pick to finish off anyone though. So let's go with him. Because I'm pretty sure this shot, if we go like that, was just going to nicely explode there. Drag him over the edge. And I think I can hit him right about here. And... well, we tipped him onto the boat, but now we should be able to hurt both of them together. They hit my sniper again. It's like they know. Their reinforcements are probably going to be adequately strong also. So this one I definitely got to go a little lower with my explosive. Split the difference. Got them both. This one's honestly a pretty good shot to just kind of go like that. And, oh, I kind of see we should hit them first and then explode it, depending on where they land. That's prime for an explosion also. Unfortunately, they are going to return fire, and that's going to hit the fort, which is fine because we're able to snipe this guy one shot, so he's not a problem. This one needs to be a higher shot by quite a bit, and got both of them. Now it's just this poor guy with the beard. We need to go not too much higher, maybe that. And well, that doesn't do as much damage as you'd think it would. More reinforcements. That one does have 3 pirates, so it's going to take a second to take that out, which is a little annoying. What's not annoying is this pirate anymore. Okay, I need a pretty well higher shot on this. Hit anything at all. We got... that wasn't bad. It almost killed him and hurt their cannon, but I wish it took out both. We're going to fire pretty much the same trajectory here, and it's just going to sort of hit what it hits. And that really doesn't do a lot when it explodes. Please miss. It would make me feel better if you'd miss. Oh, that was a weak hit, but it counted. Okay, I know that if I try and hit him, it hits the bell. We could just take out him. We're just going to hit him. What do we aim for here? Let's go for him. Won't quite kill him, but if we get an explosion somewhere in the vicinity, it should make a mess. Like if I just fire the same shot again, it definitely got him dead. Oh, drag him off. Perfect. 2 for 1. Okay, this one's a little tricky. We need a much lower shot. That's hopefully going to... nope. And they hit my sniper again. Super annoying. They always aim high. That sniper would have been good because I could have taken out anything at all. So we need a lower shot on this. Okay, that definitely killed him very dead. This one actually is a pretty good shot right where it is. So if we go like that and... okay, that guy died. The problem now is I think if he gets a good shot, he will actually finish me off. That might be too low. Okay, they didn't get a good shot, which means it's time for my sniper, which hits very hard. It didn't quite finish him off. Oh yeah, it did. He tipped into the water because he's an idiot. But we're not done yet. We got to fight this guy. Luckily, my sniper is back in action, so if I hit him there, he walks the plank. We defeated 17 pirates and got $5,000. So we're going to upgrade our explosive cannon. We're going to maybe just do that twice. I really like that one. The sniper's max level. This guy's max level. This guy we're going to upgrade once. Then I just want to test that against some basic level pirates for a second to see the damage. Because we already know the sniper damage. I can't weave it between that bell. So then it's just a matter of my controlled explosive, which is that one to go there and there. Okay, that works pretty good. This one's got to be just a little higher so we can go splat, and yeah, that's a much better explosion. That sent him flying. And the big cannon, yeah, it's not quite one-shotting them, but it's hitting a lot of things for a lot of damage. But I do have a controlled explosion too when I want, so I can hit him and then explode him. I do like the sniper just for occasions like this, because I can just get him straight into his dome and then he somersaults off the raft. Easy peasy. I think we're probably overdue to turn our fortress into metal at this point. Then I want to see how a basic like level 2 cannon hurts our fort. Yeah, that's a little better. They do like 5% damage. And we can return fire with big firepower. And then we should probably upgrade this cannon to its max level. So that's a max level cannon upgraded to the max. So then let's find out what kind of disaster we're going to be fighting against on level 7. Good old airship. Pretty sure just got to get the timing right. If I aim there and he's coming down, I can probably kerplunk. Got him. Hit him really hard there. He's going to be dizzy and hopefully hurt himself. If not, I got a good old explosion that could probably get the job done there. I kind of misclicked that, but I got him. Okay, he's dead before he could fire. Keep in mind all of these cannons are max level upgrades, so they're hurting. And there's a lot of things. Oh, an explosion's gonna eat these guys alive. So let's do our best to get them to group up. If I hit you there, you'll group up with your friend. That almost killed you. Actually, that was very close to killing you. Need to aim just a little above that. Let's try there. And kablamo! That definitely killed 1.8 pirates. Haven't even got to fire this one yet. Where's that gonna go? Okay, it's gonna hit you and explode there, and that definitely killed you. That basket's about dead. They have very big cannons on their ship now, which are probably gonna do adequate damage. So I'm glad I upgraded that. This is a perfect shot. Watch this. Straight into his dome. Okay, that hurt him and took out half the basket. Now, as far as the controlled explosion is going, we're gonna try and land that right there. That way, oh, it almost knocked him right out of his basket. I didn't even know it could happen like that. They are going to get one shot to return, but then I think they're doomed because look at what's left. They didn't even hit any of my cannons. So we're going to... we could hit either of these fairly easily. Let's go for you because I know I can hit... Okay, never mind. This is an easy shot for you, who went way overboard. Way out there. This one I just got to go a touch higher and direct it, and he launched. And here comes the next ship. It's definitely a smaller one. I like how these two are nicely bunched up. We'll see if we can add another one to that mix. You go stand with your friends for a sec. That way when I fire an explosive into your midst, it hurts all of you real bad. It definitely killed 2 pirates. This next shot's going to be a little bit harder to land. That trajectory might not be bad. Let's try there. And okay, that guy died a very horrible death. They're returning fire like they are. I'm down to 65-70% health, but I do also have a sniper rifle, so no problem at all. In come the next idiots. 1, 2, 3 of them on board. I think the key is either to knock someone off the back with a sniper rifle or try and knock them back so you can hit more of them with an explosion. The trajectory's not bad, but if we fire there, should hopefully hit some multiple guys. Oh, he almost fell out of his barrel. I'm just guessing at this point. Okay, well, that definitely took him out of his nest, and then there's only 2 left. That should be easy enough for me. The worst part is when they hit my cannon, because it hurts the fort and disables one of my guns for a second. I could definitely, well, wait to finish you off. Just got aim a little bit lower. That might do it. That definitely did it. He was low on health to begin with. This one, I think we got to go just a touch lower, and then it's going to... Oh. Huh. That's embarrassing. I thought we're just absolutely going to annihilate this little ship. They did hit me rather hard down there. Luckily, the sniper's always the first shot up after I return fire, so it's easy to knock off anyone at all. The lone hope for the pirates to finish me off. Think I could probably hit him from here. Not sure why they always follow up with that guy. They should do it the other way around. Oh, no, hold on, we got more. What is this thing? Does that mean it sinks or something? Can I hit him? Is that getting away? Nope, sure doesn't. Look at how that shot's already lined up. I need to put no effort into this. I'll maybe just go a hair higher and got him. That definitely got him. Oh, surprise. Again, the trajectory is actually pretty close directly into his dome. So if we go maybe there, then we can just go kabonk and oh, he's tough. Yeah, he's gonna take a lot of heat. I didn't expect this to happen, but I do have a sniper rifle that's very good at doming people. Kablamo! Okay, yeah, he's very tough. I might have to keep trying to disable his gun with one of my explosions. I'm maybe going to try it with a controlled explosion, though. That way I have, you know, sort of options. Okay, right in the dome. Got him. That hurts, for sure. Okay, this one I'm going to try and hit his gun. Just so he can't... Okay, we didn't hit his gun, but we actually did a lot to him. We might be okay here. Yeah, we're going to be okay. His cannon hurts us, but not that bad. I would still be better served to try and knock out his cannon every turn, but, I mean... we can knock out him instead. We just gotta aim lower and lower every shot, and that should not quite kill him, but close. This shot's almost lined up automatically anyway, and I think he's dead. Off goes the bronze submarine, and that's it. We're the greatest pirate in the universe with max level upgrades.